Oh, yeah.
I just clicked going live. I'm waiting for a signal. Hold for me. Got the signal up. Go ahead.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Hey, Daddy.
Every day I'm hustling.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingVoice.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy. There's a plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingVoice.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Sunday, and you know it's Crow Day, even though not a lot of people picked live. But pretty much everybody should be eating some crow. No one expected Daniel Jacobs to lose. Let's just start right there. But we have a bunch of topics to discuss, plus some news and notes. And obviously, I think the biggest news is Jermall Charlo possibly losing his opportunity at a fight with Canelo Alvarez due to being in some sort of felony arrest. Now, obviously, he can make bail and move on from that situation, but it's more about the optics of his situation and whether or not Team Canelo wants to deal with that right before promoting a fight, basically. But we also have to talk, obviously, Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder. Was it a split decision or is it a robbery? You know, these social media streets seem to believe that maybe Jacobs was robbed of a decision in the United Kingdom over in the home of John Ryder. We're also going to be talking, since we're talking split decision, and we're going to keep it in that fashion and talk splits and breakups, because Ryan Garcia breaks up with Eddie Reynoso, ends up with Joe Goosen, and we'll give you all the details about that. And this is something that me and you have spoken about on the show before, and that's Deontay Wilder revealing to the world that he is considering taking an ayahuasca journey, a spiritual journey, as he calls it, to see can that help him make his decision as to whether or not he's going to retire from boxing or return to the ring and continue fighting. And he said that on the Byron Scott podcast. We'll also be talking the Kambosos, Devin Haney, DiBella, Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney ongoing saga. And I hate to report, but Danny has a television screen in the studio watching the football game. You know, we don't do that around here, but he is watching the game. But in news and notes, we got Chris Colbert now set to face Hector Luis Garcia. I never heard of that guy. And then we have Bob Arum saying Dillian White has until February 19th, which is about, 6 days away, to sign a contract for the Tyson Fury fight, which is scheduled to take place April 23rd. And David Avanesyan, since many people like to bring his name up when we're talking to not the heavyweight division, no. But the other heavyweight division, right? The other heavyweight division when it comes to big paydays. Welterweight division, they do bring his name up. So I wanted to let everybody know who exactly the man is fighting, since we always talking about him possibly fighting real names. This is who he is facing.
Oskari Metz.
There you go.
There we go.
Oskari Metz. Never heard of him. And since I kept telling you about William Zepeda, and you guys thought I was confusing him with the other Zepeda with Top Rank, William Zepeda has a fight with Luis Viedas. You're the Mexican resident Mexican. Let me blow it up for you. Bam.
Viedas.
And that's going to be on the Jaime Munguia and Demetrius Big Ballard undercard. So William Zepeda does get some TV time, so to speak.
Yo, that's crazy. They're not really pushing. That's next week.
It's in his hometown. Yeah.
Bro, you think you'd hear more promo, see more promo. But are you really surprised it is Golden Boy? It is.
I wish I could go to that. You know, I as soon as I seen it was in Mexico, like I wanted it because I haven't been on vacation in so long.
I don't know that TJ's the place you go vacation at, though.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's like a day spot.
Yeah, like my trips to TJ are like day trips. Like it doesn't matter how late it is, I'm not staying the night in TJ. I come back.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean San Diego, as soon as you come back, you're in San Diego. So it's like, you know, I'll come back. But I actually wanted to go too, and then they're doing it in a venue, somewhat like a stadium that is used for the bull competitions, you know, Plaza de Toros, as they say it in Spanish. So it's actually, to me, a great venue for boxing because the center of it is circular.
Okay.
So it's like everybody's around. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah.
So I guess they should be paying attention to see how well it does. But the thing is, it's still in Mexico, right?
Yeah, it's still Mexico, but you know, it's a border town. Tijuana is. So
they're expecting people from San Diego to go.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I know people from Vegas and LA, let alone San Diego, of course. Bro, they'll go to Tijuana just to go buy like groceries or to go to the dentist, or you get what I'm saying? Like,
but don't you need your passport or something to cross the border?
Not so. The thing that a lot of people do, to include myself, you drive to San Diego, park your car in a parking lot, and then you walk across. All you need is a state ID.
Well, there you go. Walk across and go shopping in Tijuana. That must be an experience. That's crazy.
Bro, Jorge Capetillo, he told me him and his wife, they'll go down there like for the dentist to, you know, you're literally saving thousands of dollars. So.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. So we got Mr. Calderon with the first super chat of the day. He says, Ness, do live commentary on the game.
I suggested it.
I wouldn't know what we're even watching here.
I suggested it, and I
see guys in a huddle right now.
And I'm sure, you know, you'll have me, maybe with an outburst or maybe something along those lines throughout the show, because I am watching, you know, the Super Bowl here. I started screaming a bit when Odell scored a touchdown.
That looks like a Hail Mary.
Oh, shit, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase.
Wow, he caught that. That was like a fucking 60-yard bomb there.
See, you know a little bit. There we go.
I thought it was a Hail Mary, bro. My man really caught that.
There we go. Jamar Chase. Yo, he's a bad boy.
That's insane. That look like a Madden play.
And it's crazy because Jamar Chase is the Bengals' best wide receiver, and Jalen Ramsey is supposedly the... Ooh, look, one-handed.
The quarterback almost overthrew that shit, man. He lucky. My man had to be. He made the quarterback look good.
What a catch! Beautiful. But just like that, I was going nuts when Odell scored the first touchdown of the game in his $200,000 cleats, bro. That's nuts.
Yo, he's gonna lose a diamond on them shits. You know he will, right?
Oh, I'm sure he will, but. You know,
somehow a diamond has to fall off in some sort of tackle or something. But listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to let other boxing fans know that you got Danny Alvarez over here, a.k.a. Ringwalk Danny, moonlighting, two-timing, cheating on boxing, having us watch the Super Bowl here in studio.
Look.
And,
Look.
While also talking boxing.
Look. It's like I'm the Johnny Rice in the sense that it's double standards, bro. You could stick to only boxing.
Not you.
But I got other loves that need my attention. I'm still here, though. I'm here with
Wow, you called it a love.
Yeah.
I mean, you are wearing like an entire.
Oh yeah, I'm repping. I'm repping the Chicago Bears today. Shout out
Wait,
to.
but they're not in the Super Bowl.
It don't matter, bro. I'm a diehard. I'm always support my team. Got the fitted on. I got the Justin Fields jersey going.
All right.
There we go.
Right.
So, we're all good.
Well, moving on. Let's
you
get
got the Canelo shirt. You're not even Mexican.
Because I'm pure boxeo. You know what I'm saying? But let's get right into it. Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder. We did do a live fight chat.
We did.
We were surprised. I would say that, our immediate reaction when the scorecards was read that Jacobs lost was like, oh, wow. We weren't expecting that. I don't think either one of us were scoring it round by round, but it seemed based off reaction anyway that you felt maybe Jacobs should have gotten the win. But the Twitterverse, social media, not just Twitter, Instagram, and just overall the internet has been pushing the robbery narrative.
I actually went last night. I was reading a lot of the comments. I felt like a lot of the initial feedback I was seeing, a lot of people were pushing the narrative of a robbery. I went back and I started reading more and more comments, start reading comments under videos regarding the fight. A lot of people had it a close fight. I saw actually numerous American media even say that it was close enough for it to not be considered a robbery.
Well, speaking of American, the American judge actually gave it to
John Ryder, and the British judge gave it to Daniel Jacobs. The third judge was from Monaco, and obviously he gave it to John Ryder. Look, man, it was 115-113 always. A scorecard that close, a fight that close, I don't feel like you can call it a robbery. If there would have been like a 10 rounds to 2 scorecard, that's a different story. I feel like we both felt Daniel Jacobs did enough to get the victory, but obviously we weren't there. So scorecards that close, a fight that close, because it was close, you can't call it a robbery. Once again, I did feel Daniel Jacobs won. I feel like you did as well. But is it a robbery for me? I wouldn't say so.
Now, obviously, before this fight took place, the pre-fight hype was Jacobs feeling that at 68, he has the athleticism and the skill to get a win over Canelo. So he was banking on parlaying this into a possible rematch with Canelo. There was obviously no indication or guarantee that he would get it, but John Ryder himself believes that the same should happen to him. If people were talking Canelo Jacobs, they should be talking Ryder and Canelo. So I bring that up only because we know that, Eddie Hearn is trying to make some sort of deal to Canelo. He's put out some offers. This is like another Yeardom-like offer. No disrespect to Ryder, who fought the fight of his career yesterday and now has a win over a former champion in Daniel Jacobs. But to Canelo, Eddie can sell it like, hey, 3-fight deal. Bivol, Ryder, and Gennady. So maybe 2 at 68 with Gennady and Ryder, and then you get your Bivol at 75. Does this put Ryder in that conversation? Do we see Eddie try to use him to get Canelo over back to the zone?
It is an interesting situation indeed. Obviously, we saw after the fight, Ryder, Eddie Hearn, bring that up. Do I know or do I feel that Ryder's deserving of a shot? I don't know. What I do know is that Canelo has done what's necessary to fight who he pleases. And just like I was stating on previous shows in the last several days, I didn't want to see the Gennady fight. The third one. But Canelo has done enough to make that call, and if he chooses to fight Gennady for a third time, he can do so. If Canelo chooses to fight Ryder after already expressing interest in fighting in places like the UK and fighting in places like Japan, then I wouldn't be mad at it, right? Because now we have an excuse to go to the UK. The UK fans get to have, pound for pound king, Canelo Alvarez, as shown on your shirt, in the UK. So I think it would be great for the sport. To me, it's just
great for the sport for him to fight Ryder and to make a UK debut.
More so for him to make a UK debut. But look at who's
and listen, Floyd never fought in the UK. As much as he went over there, as much as he's adored in the United Kingdom, he's never physically fought in the United Kingdom.
No, for sure. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole world champion narrative, back in the day, you would see fighters travel. You would see them travel to these different countries. A lot of most fans can't afford, to fly overseas to watch, a great boxer fight. Mm-hmm. And I'm speaking as far as British fans coming over to the U.S. So that being said,
well, it's easier for the British fan because obviously their pound converts to more dollars over here. So it's slightly easier. It's like us traveling to the Dominican Republic or to Mexico or to like Canada, your currency changes. So you get they get a little bump. They do.
Right, but you got to realize, like, people always get this shit confused. Like, just because you get a bump, it's like what it would cost in their currency and our currency is damn near the same.
Yes and no, but their money still converts to more. It just doesn't matter. Like, if we go over there, my money converts to less. That's
right.
All.
So if it converts to less, shit's gonna be less. Like,
no, man. I mean,
that's how shit works. Like,
all right, listen. It is
like,
what it is.
Like, if I go to Mexico, I'm getting about 20 pesos per dollar. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
And things aren't less necessarily. Some things, because in DR it's like 50 pesos per dollar.
Right, but what I'm saying is, here you go to buy a Coke from the store, from the gas station, you might pay $2. Mm-hmm. Out there you might pay 35, 40 pesos. So the conversion is still the same. Like, you're still paying just about the same. It might be slightly cheaper.
Nah, man. Sometimes it be more, man. I mean, at least in DR, because in Mexico, I don't, we went off the resort, but like not enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm just saying it'll be cool to see. I'm sure you got people on a no-fly list that want to see Canelo fight. And if he goes to the UK and fights John Ryder, I wouldn't be mad at it. And it's more so.
It'll be an event. Listen, it'll be an event. I get what you're saying.
And let me tell you about events. I was in Miami for Yildirim. I was in Dallas for Billy Joe.
That was an event.
For Billy Joe.
Shout out to Eddie, man. He did that.
Eddie puts on events, bro. He had Jay Baldwin come out. It was like a fucking 5-minute fireworks show.
Yeah, it was more like a 20-minute walkout for Canelo. It was more like a concert.
No, for sure. You get what I'm saying? In Dallas, you had some legendary Mexican artists, and I'm trying to think if it was Pepe. Yeah, it was Pepe Aguilar, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember he brought someone out like that.
Eddie puts on events for Canelo, so that'd be dope. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what British artists, Canelo could walk out with out there. I'm sure Bad Bunny's big enough in the UK, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure he's big enough in the UK, so.
But they're going to warm up the crowd with some Sweet Caroline. We got Kansas City, Mad Bet. What's going on? He says, what about that crazy math in the Felix Cash fight? Jacobs got Gary Russelled.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even watch the Gary
Felix Cash? No.
Nah, I didn't watch that. I didn't even watch the Gary Russell fight.
Word?
Nah. I'm like, I'll catch him the next time he fights in 2 years.
Nah, I mean, it's probably won't be fighting now without a belt.
So you think he ain't gonna fight till he gets another title shot?
No, I think that because he doesn't have a belt, he might not even get another shot. In general, like he was already.
So you think he's done?
He's got a surgery, and he's got to heal, and then what else? Then he's got to see, can he actually get in the ring? So it was already tough for him to get fights at 26 with the belt. I just foresee it being very difficult for him to get a shot without a belt. Now Chris Colbert will fight him, but we don't know if Colbert's mind changes after this fight, which we might as well go ahead and talk about it.
Let's do it.
He's now facing Hector Luis Garcia, and that will be the main event for February 26th, Showtime Tripleheader. I thought, you see, and this is why you heard me putting into the universe Gamboa. Hector Luis Garcia is a Dominican from San Juan, and he's 14-0 with 10 KOs. His last fight was here in America at the Armory in Minneapolis, and it was an 8-rounder, and he went all 8, did not get the stoppage. And before that, he had a TKO in 4 and a no contest in 3. So I don't know what happened there.
Any notable opponents?
He has actually 2 no contests, and the last one was in America as well. Notable opponent? I have no clue, brother.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Late replacements are tricky.
He fought for a vacant WBA Fed Italian. Oh man, yeah. So he's at least fought for some version of a WBA. So it's not like he hasn't.
Is he in the rankings? Have you checked?
Oh my God, he's got another no contest. What's going on with this guy, bro? He's got 3 no contests on his record.
Does it say why?
Nah, I mean, am I not logged? I'm logged in. It doesn't give you the information. That's strange. He's got 3 no contests. Well, let's hope it's not, him popping for something.
Look, man, like I said, late replacements are tricky. We haven't seen
He's 30 years old.
No, for sure. We haven't seen Chris Colbert since July, bro. So, look, let's get him in there. He's one of those great young fighters that I feel isn't being spoken about enough because he doesn't fight enough. And especially against notable competition. Obviously, I thought his last fight, which was originally scheduled against Gamboa, and Gamboa got hurt, and then it was King Tut. I thought King Tut was a harder fight than a Gamboa fight. But Gamboa can never be counted out. We saw him take Haney the distance. We saw him go 11.
That's why it would have been a great name, though. Gamboa's been in with such good names. The Crawfords, Tanks, Haneys. That would have been a perfect name.
No, for sure.
This is a bit of a disappointment. I'm sure he's disappointed. I hope that his performance doesn't show any signs of his disappointment because, sometimes these guys can't get up for a specific name. Like it's some Lewis guy in his mind from DR. I'm going to blast him out.
I don't know, man. I know Chris Colbert is a gym rat. I know that, he likes to stay focused. Hopefully that is the case with or without the late, the late replacement opponent. And, that fight will be here in Las Vegas at the Chelsea Theater inside of the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see Chris Colbert just back in the ring. I have it's a late replacement, nothing he can do. Hopefully he looks sharp though. Hopefully he looks sharp and does what's necessary to come out not just with the victory, but to look impressive, right? That's obviously the goal.
For sure, man. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a nightmare. Like you said, late replacements are very tricky. Now, I know you, I don't know if you talked or not about the whole Canelo and Charlo now with the arrests, whether he's out, not out, out on bail, not out on bail. Do you think that the Canelo team will still go in that direction?
No.
Is it, you answered so quickly. I was going to say, what happened to all publicity is good publicity.
I just think.
Yo, look at this. Look at this move they did in the Super Bowl. Ooh.
Yeah.
Kept the ball.
Yeah, so Cooper Kupp scored a touchdown, and then for the extra point,
fumbled it.
The holder couldn't get the snap up in time for the kicker to kick it. The LA Rams with a 10-point lead nonetheless.
So what happened there, though?
Nothing. He couldn't get the kickoff, so they tried to throw it, and nothing came of it.
Oh, he did try to throw it. I didn't even see him try to throw it. It felt like the whole play was over right after he fumbled and shit.
But, I don't really think that Canelo's team's going to want to entertain a Charlo fight right now because they don't know what's going to happen. Right, it's kind of like a Rolly situation in the sense, different, but in the sense that you don't know what's going to come from it. Let's just, and that fight was already made. Let's just pull you out, let things figure themselves out. Whatever needs to happen will happen. And then, go on from there. So, he'll probably go the zone route with another opponent. And that's what we'll see Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Now, does that ruin opportunities for Charlo as a whole, or do you think that this opens up the door for the Benavidez's or the Keller Plants?
No.
Or do you think they just let him sit idle, kind of,
Well, the Jermall Charlo situation,
out of sight, out of mind kind of thing?
That has to figure itself out. David Benavidez will have a fight with David Lemieux. And,
But that hasn't been officially announced.
It hasn't been officially announced. So if you're Al, right, one of our favorites of the show, if you're Al, do you make that offer for Benavidez, which would be huge for Canelo? I think, easily you could offer him more money for that fight, wouldn't you say?
How much more? They already offered him 45, bro. You got to be careful with money these days. People throwing these millions around like it's easy.
But I'm saying, you don't think that a Canelo Benavidez?
I don't know that Benavidez is the bigger name. I thought a few days ago we were saying Charlo versus Canelo is the bigger fight. Now it's Benavidez is the bigger fight?
That Benavidez's name wasn't in the discussion.
What? His name's always been in the discussion. He's the WBC mandatory.
No. He's not the mandatory. He's fighting for the interim title. But go back and listen to what we were discussing. What we were discussing was the two offers made. Was Benavidez in either one of those offers? No. So his name was not being discussed.
I'm just saying, many times
we were discussing Charlo.
In general. When we just spoke in general of like what is Canelo gonna do,
I don't know what
an option.
I don't know what you mean about in general. We don't talk boxing outside the studio.
I'm talking about in the studio, man. Before those offers were officially made, like Charlo, Benavidez.
I wasn't in the studio then. I've only been in the studio a week. So
here we go.
You must have been talking to somebody else, man.
All right. So for the rest of the world, Benavidez has always been an option. For the rest of the world.
Not for next, it wasn't.
Of course, why not? There's no fight signed.
So if it was an option, why wasn't it offered to Canelo?
What you mean? That's the question. And that's what we asked Benavidez when I went to see him in San Diego. Why do you think that you weren't offered? But he's available. That's the point. Why wasn't he offered? Why wasn't he an offer to Al? Hey, here's another 45.
That's like the Andre Benavidez fight. That's not an option to me.
Why wouldn't Benavidez be an option? He's with Al Heyman. He's on the PBC side. He should be an option to Canelo, bro. What are we talking about here?
For next.
He should be an option for Canelo, yes, for next.
I didn't consider him an option.
Why not?
Because the offer wasn't made.
Bruh, but this is what I'm saying. This whole offer That's brand new. Like literally, like maybe 48, 72 at the most.
Bro, we was talking about the offer last week, bro. What are you talking about?
The specifics of it? I doubt it.
Bro.
I doubt it, man. I bet you if we go through like Coppinger's feed, we'll see the day that he announced it, bro. I mean, I can even check here on our feed. Look, it says Canelo fight offer that was February 10th. We're on the 13th. Look, 72 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not that old. And before that, you know, the world played with the possibilities of like, you know, is Triple G? Would it be Triple G?
When were you in San Diego in camp with David Benavidez? Since he's in San Diego for his camp with David Lemieux?
I was in San Diego, yeah, for his camp for
like
David
what,
Lemieux.
3-4 weeks ago?
Nah, bro.
It had to been 3 weeks ago because the last 2 weeks you've been here in Vegas.
No,
the last 2 weeks you've been here in Vegas.
Here he goes. He wants to be right. We had a pre-conversation during breakfast how he's been right on the show, so I think he's trying extra hard today.
No.
So listen, it was Saturday I wrapped up with Benavidez, so that was Saturday, January 29th. I think I flew out that Sunday,
right?
The 30th.
So 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you said it had to be 3, and
I said 2-3 weeks ago.
And I'm saying no, it's been less than 2 weeks. It's technically 14 days
that you left.
2 weeks.
You left, right? Yeah. Right. So 2 weeks ago, he was already in camp for a fight with another man.
Mm-hmm. So what's your point?
Since then, we've seen
but he's
offers.
not been announced. But that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
it's not been announced.
Until when they announce an offer's being made, then I'll see him as a viable option.
Okay.
When you're in training camp preparing for a totally different man, and
that's
another fighter in your stable.
And that's the point. Why didn't they offer him? He was available. There's no fight announced. He's available for the biggest fight of his career. You know. So
what we saying? Like,
we're wondering why. The investment isn't there. That's my question.
That wasn't. I mean, I wasn't wondering that. You're telling me why I didn't consider him an option, and I'm telling you why. You know, when we were discussing what's the biggest fight, it was between the 3 names that was in the office: Bivol, Gennady, Charlo.
Yeah, well, on this show, we've definitely discussed other names other than Bivol, Gennady, and Charlo. You know, but. It is what it is. It's nothing.
So you see him as a viable option for me?
David?
Yeah.
If they would have made an offer for David, yeah. It
they can.
It would have been up to Canelo to pick him, but yes, I believe that he can be an option if they wanted to make him one. Hell yeah.
Oh, wide open touchdown. Bengals make the deficit a bit shorter. I would have said 10-13, but as we saw with the Rams in the last drive, extra
they might
points
not get that extra point.
Are not guaranteed in this here game. So that was a nice little play.
Bro, I
there.
can't remember the last time I've been around anyone who had the Super Bowl on.
That's because you usually do your Sunday shows.
Yeah.
During the Super Bowl, which is
without an extremely large TV in front of my face showing me this game.
It's pretty cool though, isn't it? Hey, shout out to my boy George, man. Look,
shout out to
when
George,
you were outside before the show, my boy George right here is going through all the settings because this is a brand new TV he set up, by the way. So it's asking you like.
Unfortunate, it's not playing like a brand new TV with your connection. It's pretty pixelated, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's illegal streaming.
Damn, bro. You even do that to that sport too?
To everything, bro.
Terrible, bro.
You got to understand, I still am poor.
Karma, man. Karma, bro. But, so, I mean, wrapping it up then, you believe Charlo's out as an option because of the incident is where you're standing?
Yeah, I don't know that Canelo's team would want to even entertain it just because of the different things that could go left and prevent that fight from happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if they were to do that, something does go left, fight can't happen, and then they either have to postpone his ring return or find a tomato can, and then there's gonna be even more crime from the Canelo haters.
Criticism.
I call it crime, but yeah.
Well, moving on. Actually, let me see here. I think we have. Yeah, we do. We have Canelo haters crying. Is that what they? Is that how Canelo haters sound when they cry? So anyway, Ryan Garcia splits with the Canelo team. No longer with Eddie Reynoso, now with Joe Goosen. I actually heard an interview on the phone with Joe Goosen, courtesy of Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. And it was a very easy decision for him to make, according to him, and those are his words. Obviously, he got the call a couple days ago and, said yes right away. He had spent time with Ryan early on in his career and before his career. He's known Ryan since he was 17. And, Ryan and his brothers have trained in his gym. And, again, the decision was easy to make for both. Ryan, on the other hand, says that he split with the Canelo team because he wanted to work on himself and his brand, whatever that means. What did you think of all of this? Did you see his article? Obviously it's really his Instagram Live, which is also on Fight Hype, by the way.
Shout out to Fight Hype.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I didn't see it. I did read the quotes, on an article. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
And the quotes are, I think it's time. It's like when you have an apartment, you get tired of renting and you want your own place. It's almost like that.
Right. So basically what he's saying is
he wants his own gym.
He wants to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants is what he's saying.
Exactly.
So, more power to him, right? The kid's getting money outside of boxing.
Really? What does he do?
I mean, he has a Christian Dior deal.
Oh.
Christian Dior, they're doing their thing. He has, what tequila is it?
He's got that Dior.
Yep, he got a Dior deal.
He's in all the stores.
All right, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Damn, my service has been shitty today. I'm pulling up his Instagram. Give me a second. I know he has a Dior deal. He has a deal with the tequila.
He out here selling tequila. This guy's like the guy from Entourage right now.
I know there was another one I saw recently.
Shout out to Canna. Drop that the Flair Cobbs interview separately. Woo! And it's hot right now. It's burning up on these social media streets, I tell you.
For sure. He has a deal with DraftKings.
Okay. He's doing his thing.
Gymshark.
Yeah, Gymshark's been a long time sponsor of his or affiliate, whatever.
Hey, shout out to him.
Well,
he gotta get money somehow, right? Because he ain't doing it from boxing. So he has to do it, through other avenues. And he has I want to say it's 1800 tequila. I don't want to misspeak though, because I could be wrong. I know there is a tequila. It might be Jose Cuervo. If it's not 1800, it's Jose Cuervo. But he wants to be in control. He wants to have the say in what goes on in the gym. He wasn't gonna get that from Eddie Reynoso. So obviously,
I mean, can it just be a thing where he wanted more time?
Bro, it's not time. It's literally, you read the article, it's literally gonna be, I do what I want to do. Because what, you think that's Joe Goosen's only fighter? No, he has other fighters, but it's being able.
Yeah, but Joe Goosen has other fighters, but no one nearly as big as Ryan. So he would be Ryan would get his full attention is what I'm assuming. Just assuming.
I don't know, man. I don't think he wouldn't have got the attention he needed. Like, I don't think had he stayed with Eddie Reynoso, Eddie wouldn't have been able to give him the attention needed. I don't think that would have been a scenario in play. But we're not there. It's just my thoughts. I just think he wanted to go somewhere where maybe they'd be a bit more lenient. Maybe they'd be you give him, okay, you know what? I don't want to train at 8 in the morning today. Let's do 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. That's what I
cater
think.
to his schedule.
Yeah. You know, if he has like photo shoots or something like that, you never know. You know, I don't know the life of a model.
The life of a model.
But hey, you know, shout out to Joe Goosen. You know, obviously
For taking the task.
You know.
Do you foresee a split here, or is this temporary?
I don't know, man.
Wow, why are you so like zero energy for Ryan?
Bro, because it's like we don't even know if he's gonna fight.
He's got a fight schedule April 9th.
I mean,
Emmanuel Tagago.
That's great, bro. He had one
Tagago's a puncher.
That's cool, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like he's had fights scheduled before. I don't know, man. You know.
So you don't believe that this one gets over the line?
I hope so. It's been fucking 15 months. I sure hope so.
Has it been that long?
Well, it will be because the fight's scheduled for April, right?
Yeah.
It will be 15 months by then.
All right. Well, we got a cash app from Hawk in Maryland.
Shout out
says,
Hawk.
Eddie and Canelo don't play games like Ryan. Get out. Okay.
I mean, we've seen Canelo make comments before regarding Ryan's commitment.
Yeah.
And
his lack of, you know, like you said, commitment. He's not putting enough. You know, Canelo felt like he can be so much better and that he should be fighting more at this age.
No, for sure. So
this is his
and he
alleged
should.
prime.
He should. You get what I'm saying? You're calling out like George Kambosos.
Yeah.
But it's like
No,
bro,
everybody. You know, he was going to fight Pacquiao. He was going to fight George Kambosos. He was going to fight Devin Haney. He was going to fight Linares, Fortuna, Tagago now, Jojo Diaz. Wow.
Nesta Gibbs, I heard, through the grapevines.
No.
You know, but
Never me.
I don't know, man. I'll see it. You know, I got to see it to believe it.
But shout out to Joe Goosen.
Definitely.
Good job
No,
for
sure.
Joe Goosen. You know, he gets he lands a big gig.
Oh man, prayers sent out to Odell Beckham as he's helped off the field.
He sprained his ankle in his $200,000 shoes. Look,
he's holding on to his knee, man. I don't know what's going on.
It was caused by his new $200,000. Oh, you see how it popped up? What was that? Like a bop in the turf or something?
No, I think he tried to stop too sudden. But nonetheless, shout out to Joe Goosen. Because
$200,000 shoes and they can't save you.
$200,000. That's crazy.
And they can't save you.
1,496 white diamonds.
White
suit.
diamonds. That's an interesting term.
But
you sure it wasn't white gold set in or diamonds set in white gold? That's an interesting term. White diamonds. Blood diamonds, white diamonds. Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It'll help the show grow to put this episode in front of the eyes of other boxing fans. And you were saying?
We still two things. First thing, what we were speaking of before I diverted. You know, to send out my love and best wishes to Odell. Two things. First thing is, shout out to Joe Goosen for taking it, because it will be a task. You know, and my boy Joe is old. I'm sure he got high blood pressure. It's only going to get worse taking on this task. But shout out to him. And you know what this means for Joe? Payday. He gets payday. So shout out to my boy Joe Goosen. And secondly, we still got that guest we spoke about.
I mean, it's a possibility. You know how to. I told you I'm trying to turn this to the early years of Hot 97, man. We gotta get somebody shot. And
I told you I'll take it in the leg. I'll take it in the leg as long as it ain't a 22.
Hey,
it ain't gonna be traveling through my body.
So, do you want to read this to defend Charlo from the Charlo attackers in the chat?
Of course. So this was yesterday at 10:10 a.m. Pacific time. And what I am reading is an article on TMZ. So, you know, I'm not pulling this out my ass. You guys can go find this on TMZ.com.
For our UK fans, arse.
Right, for our UK audience, it is ours. Charlo's attorney tells TMZ a relative went to police and said Jermall struck him. So it's a man, because the news just said a family member. Didn't say male or female. So a relative went to police and said Jermall struck him up back in September 2021 in Fort Bend, despite the fact that plenty of witnesses were present. No investigation was done. This is an attempt to shake Jermall down for money, and it's not going to happen. If these charges are not dismissed, Jermall will be acquitted. Once again, this was yesterday at 10:10 a.m. a.m. Pacific time, posted on TMZ's website. So, and then the previous day, it was reported that, basically saying that Charlie.
That's all you needed to read, is just to clear it up, because the chat is trying to insinuate that he put his hands on a female relative.
Right. And that was not the case,
or it's not been reported whether male or female at this point.
Well, no, it is being reported. It says it right there.
It said male. Yes.
It said it on Friday evening's article on TMZ's website, and on yesterday Saturday afternoon's TMZ article. Right. So
because this is stemming from an alleged incident from 2021 in September. In which he's accused of punching or grabbing a man. So, you know, I told y'all about that punching and grabbing on men out here. It just don't work. It don't work out. This is the way that it always ends up, you know.
What makes you say that, Nush?
What is that called? First-hand experience?
First-hand experience, bro. It's
not worth it in these days, I'm telling ya. But moving on, we got I feel like we've talked about this now twice, but somehow it's just becoming news, or maybe we didn't talk about it. And
talking about Wilder?
Yeah.
I mean, you and I have spoke about it.
Oh, but not on the show.
Never on the show.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Deontay Wilder has revealed that he is considering doing ayahuasca. You know what's funny about this? And it's very unfortunate right now. Oh, Lord, be careful.
Coffee went down the wrong hole.
No, be careful that it goes down your shirt too, you know? Be careful. So you know what's funny about this whole ayahuasca thing is that I would have never known what ayahuasca is if it wasn't for Joe Rogan. And I know right now, like, Rogan isn't the popular name to use, but I listened to his podcast, and he used to have this guy, like, something Graham, on, and they always talked about ayahuasca and these ayahuasca journeys and how, you know, it's a psychedelic, and, you know, many people do it with shamans, or am I saying it right? Shamans or shamans? No,
I'm not sure.
You know, they're like spiritual priests, I guess. I don't know. You know, come on, man, help me out in the chat, man. Am I saying it right? Shamans?
Are you talking about Graham Hancock?
Graham Hancock is
the guest that Joe Rogan would have on.
I think it is Hancock. I'm not sure. But the point is, that's what I know, how I know about ayahuasca. I know it's this thing that gets done in the Brazilian rainforest, again, with these shamans, and you take it, and you got to be around people you love, because, you know, you go on a trip, the trip of all trips, you know what I'm saying? And it's alleged that things are revealed to you. And you know, this is just kind of a common phrase or reoccurrence amongst people that have taken this. This is what they say. You know, life is revealed to you. So, like, if you don't want to know, don't go, because you gonna know. And but you got to be around good people, because obviously you gonna trip, man. And you know.
So what, they off like shrooms or some shit?
Nah, it's
LSD.
It's a South African psychedelic brew, so it's gonna be like a drink that you're gonna drink, and it's gonna take you on this spiritual journey, according to Wilder, and it'll help him decide whether or not he's gonna continue to retire or return to the ring and continue fighting.
Well, look,
because on this podcast he went on to say how it's a dirty game and politics and cheating and all this stuff is involved. So he doesn't know that he want to be in it, but he knows that he loves the sport. So he's gonna take the spiritual journey to find out whether or not he can come back.
Look, man, I've seen a lot of negative and criticizing comments regarding it. Look, man, if you believe in it, go ahead. I respect everyone's beliefs, everybody's, thoughts and, religious beliefs or what have you. If he thinks it's going to help him, I'm perfectly cool with it. I love Wilder in and out the ring. And, of course, I'd like to see him come back. But if he chooses not to, he had a hell of a career. Mm-hmm. So if he feels that this will help his decision making, by all means, no problem with it whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I'm actually happy that he's at least considering this as a method to make the decision, because at least we know that, one, he's torn between, remaining retired and coming back.
Right.
So there is interest in coming back. And two, I think it's pretty cool that, he's going to take ayahuasca. Like, it's something even I considered, you know what I mean?
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, if you listen to these episodes with Joe Rogan, you'll have a better understanding.
I'm going to have to look into it some more.
Yeah, man. It's, listen, that Rogan is very pro psychedelic. So he'll sell you psychedelics in a heartbeat, man.
Right. I looked into it briefly, but I'm just reading like some of the things that are behind it. I haven't seen Rogan's podcast on it, so I guess I have to look into it more, because I know he has
he's done it according to Rogan.
He's done it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So but like I said, whatever the case may be,
bruh, Jay-Z got plaits now.
What you mean plaits?
When your dreads are like not dreads, they're just like fucking, you know what I'm saying, plaits, like Kodak and shit.
Oh,
damn! All these people at the game.
Of course, bro. It's the biggest event of the year.
J-Lo don't even get old. Look at Emmitt Smith. Now he look old. He got his beard fully gray. He need to dye that thing.
Kanye's in the building.
Kanye out there?
Yeah, first row.
You think these people pay for tickets?
Of course.
What?
Of course. No doubt about it.
No comps.
Not for the Super Bowl?
No comps.
Fuck no.
They don't need those faces right there. You see how I don't know. No, I don't know a football player on that game, but I knew those faces.
They don't need them there, bro. You know how many people died? Like, this is the biggest event of the year. Everybody wants to be there.
I don't. I'm just asking you though.
Nah, I don't think they got comps. Fuck
wow, no comps,
bro. Like the seats we just saw. Jay-Z, Jay-Z's in the suite. J-Lo's in the suite. LeBron's in the suite.
J-Lo's back with, that was Ben Affleck she was with, right?
I don't know. In my head, she mine. But look, I know Kanye's first row. Guaranteed.
He better not have them boots on.
I don't know. He got his kids.
Be hot.
He got his kids with him though. Guaranteed he paid $50K a seat or better. Or better.
Balling.
It's yay.
Yay. That's only a couple shoes.
That's it. Jay, LeBron, you see, I don't even call him Jay-Z. We to the point, I just call him Jay.
But you ain't know he had plaits, though.
I wouldn't call it that.
What'd you call it?
He got hit.
Oh, so it's not like dreaded up or whatever?
It's like the free-flowing joint, kind of like what J. Cole got.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I thought that was plaits, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. But look.
Damn. Somebody trying to do something? Nope.
You excited for the halftime show, even though we can't hear it?
I don't know what's happening on the halftime show.
They got Mary J. Blige.
Okay, she's still doing her thing.
How
can I love somebody else? Yo, I bet you I sound better too in this studio. Like, people are like, yo, Ness, you should drop an album. My old setup, I probably wasn't sounding as good. You know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, now I used to fuck with Mary though. Who else doing something? Damn, how Mary get it over Beyonce? Didn't Beyonce do it one year?
Yeah, but every year they pick somebody else. So they got Mary, they got Eminem.
It's crazy. They threw a throwback. Oh, Eminem getting a throwback too.
And Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's a strange combination. Because at least like Eminem and Mary in the same age bracket. Like how they just throw Kendrick in there?
I mean, Kendrick.
I guess that's like me and you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Jay-Z age bracket, and you in the Kendrick age bracket.
Yeah, but Kendrick, he's the Compton rapper, right?
So they need a little West Coast rapper.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they need him, but
they need to be fair.
Somebody in the comments said Jay-Z is actually working with the NFL so he could see him getting free access. Maybe so.
There you go. And you
hey, that's funny. Somebody said, "You do J-Lo got Teofimo Lopez performing for her?" Because you know how you know why. I ain't got to explain it to you.
We told everybody.
They said, and before I read this, keep in mind the suite, give or take holds anywhere from like, I know they got suites up to 40 people, but they probably about.
Nah, Jay ain't doing 40.
No, but look.
Even though he got the 40-40 club, maybe.
No, I'm just saying like they got suites for.
No, I hear you.
Of all sizes. But somebody in the comments said suites going for $1 million. I could see that. No.
Wow.
I could see that.
Look, this guy. I wonder if $1 million is a lot to a millionaire. Like, do you go halfsies? Like, yo, I would have invited like J-Lo and a few people to my box. Like, yo, let's go halfsies on this shit, right?
Bro, they not going half. Is you dumb?
What?
Bro, they're built.
Bruh, yo, 4 quarters, man. $250 each, man. Your couple, my couple. We just need 2 more couples.
Bro, when you get to that point, you flexing.
Nah.
I don't need your little 500,000 on the suite.
Nah, we gonna chill.
It
It ain't a flex. It's like, yo, we know each other. Let's chill. You know Ben and Jay and B. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just vice versa. Like, she's the J, he's the J. She's the B, he's the B. You know what I'm saying? It made sense, but I hear you. Back to boxing, though. Because, I mean, there's really not much to say on that Wilder shit. Like, either he takes the ayahuasca and they say he's coming back and he gives us the Big Baby Miller fight. And I don't mean Jarrett because I don't want you to, be torn. I'm talking about, like, Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? The old one, Jermall Miller. And, I don't know, Derek Chisora fight maybe, as a comeback. American comebacks, I don't know, Andy, something like that. Areola 2, what you think?
He got options, bro. He got options. Obviously, a lot is up in the air right now in the heavyweight division. I'm pretty sure. You think he gonna want to come back for like a tune-up, or you think he gonna want one of those top 5 guys?
He better come back for a tune-up. But I mean, it depends what's revealed to him in the ayahuasca journey, man. Maybe the ayahuasca's like go straight for the top.
Maybe. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Once he comes back. Once he comes back, definitely a lot of options on the heavyweight division. Maybe somebody like Trevor Bryant.
I mean, he's got that fight with Dubois.
He does.
I don't think he can be able to get out of that right now.
Yeah, he does. There's some options in there. Look, man, Hrgovic got that fight right now with Big Bang. Big Bang accepted it. Chinese boy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Big Bang.
Oh, wow. So, look, man, but that's what I'm saying. By the time he wants to come back, all these fights will probably have took place already. So,
little tight end dump right there. What's that? Little tight end? Let me see it.
Yeah, that right there, my friend, is called a screen.
No. That's another play based off the last one. But anyway, we got Mad Bet 100 says, ring walk. Let's call it a theft instead. Jacobs got violated.
Look, man, I had Jacobs winning.
I had him winning, too. I thought he was winning. I didn't think Ryder did enough. I definitely thought Ryder had a great rally towards the end, and he won the later rounds.
I had it 7-4. I'm sorry, 7-5, 8-4.
Yeah.
Looking at the scorecards, I want to say like one judge gave like 2 of the early rounds to John Ryder. So.
All right, I got Matt Bent 100, and this is his 3rd one. Let me go ahead and ring the alarm. He said, 10-round fight. Cash got dropped twice and a point taken, but won by unanimous decision. Damn. Who the hell was he fighting?
Jonas said.
Damn, how you get dropped twice and get a point deducted and still win in a 10-round fight?
That's a 3-point.
Yeah.
So in a 10-round fight, you would have to win at what? 7.
Bro, that's almost half. Like the other dude only got to win 2 rounds and shit to get a draw.
7-3. You'd have to win it. Yeah, he would have had to win 7 rounds to make up for the point deductions.
Yeah, man.
So
we got Catherine Murray just sending a super chat vomit sticker. Thank you. Do we suck that much, or was it something we said?
You think we should go
Where?
with Wilder?
Where? On an ayahuasca journey?
Yeah.
If he's gonna let us record it, I can't take ayahuasca. You got to be around your family, someone like trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? Like someone you really, really, you know what I'm saying? You know, gotcha. Cause shit gonna get crazy.
So we head into halftime with the Rams up 3 points on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Rams were looking hot for a minute, but Odell went down. You know, the Bengals will receive the second half kickoff. So it'll be interesting to see how this game unfolds.
I can't find what I wanted to play.
What you looking for?
It would have worked out, but can't find it. It was going to be like, who gives a fuck? My French Montana, here you go. Who gives a fuck? Tell him French. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Brandon Len says, why is Benavidez being asked to fight an interim fight anyway? Why is an interim champ being made? For what reason? What's wrong with the champion? Daniel Alvarez? You got to defend your cousin Canelo Alvarez.
I ain't got to defend shit.
What's going on?
That's the WBC. You think?
Why are they making an interim champion?
Let's ask Mauricio that. You know,
Mauricio.
I don't know.
Where is Mauricio? Mauricio. Yo. So, yeah, man, I don't know why they're making an interim champion. That's what I said before. Like, unless Canelo's fighting Makabu, there should be no reason for an interim champion. That's the only thing. Unless he's fighting Makabu or like 175, then I can see them making an interim champion because it's like, oh, we don't want to strip him because he might just be going up there for a one-off, and we want to give him time.
That would make sense.
No, and that would be, you know, right. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, do so. We're trying to get to 131,000. We're really close. It looks like we're at 130,937. So we need about 60-something people or so to go ahead and subscribe and be part of the familia, the boxing familia. So, yeah, man. I was kind of hoping that, you know, someone might have walked in by now so we can go ahead and talk about the Kambosos Devin Haney situation. It's
You want to follow up with them?
No.
You want to skip over it in case they do walk in?
No. It'll happen. If it does, it does, and if it don't, it
right.
don't.
If it don't, it don't. But I'm saying if we skip over it, at least we won't have wasted the topic already.
Oh, you want to waste the topic. Okay. Well, Bob Arum says Dillian White has until February 19 to sign a contract for Tyson Fury fight that's taking place on the 23rd of April. I heard an interview what he did with IFL. You kind of heard some of it. I was in and out with it, so I don't know what you got to listen to.
I saw it. Shout out to Umar from IFL for that interview.
So in that interview, he says, obviously, Dillian will be getting his 20%, and he has chosen not to be part of the promotion if he decides to take the fight at all. And but I think that the good news is that there's like an extra 10%, which works out to be like another $4 million for Dillian, or 4.1 for the winner. But you know, for Dillian, if he gets the win, because he's the one that needs enticing. He hasn't officially taken the fight. According to Bob, Tyson has signed, not Dillian.
Yeah, no. The 19th is what? Saturday? Is it Saturday? I believe it's Saturday, the 19th.
Could be. Double checking.
Check your calendar.
Double checking. Looks like it is.
So, you know, we're talking, What, 6 days from today?
6 days. Snoop Dogg in the building. Dr. Dre in the building.
Oh, they're part of the halftime show too.
Word?
Dre and Snoop.
Yo, why is Pepsi always... Damn, they must pay a lot of money to always be in charge of the halftime show. Because when Beyonce did it a few years ago, it was Pepsi, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm sure they're paying them a nice chunk of change. I want to say 30-second commercials, like $5 million during the Super Bowl.
Grippy grip.
For sure.
Sheesh.
Tony Dungy, Drew Brees.
Who are these people?
Tony Dungy was the first. I might misspeak. Never mind. But he was a famous coach. A famous coach in the NFL. He coached the Indianapolis Colts for a very long time. He broke my heart.
Why?
Because he beat us in the Super Bowl. You know, I was a little kid.
Who was us?
The Chicago Bears.
Oh,
Bear down.
so you because you're from Chicago, you rock with Chicago.
Of course.
If you would have been from Vegas, you would have been with the Raiders. You think it's like where you from?
It was just what was instilled in me.
Yeah.
You know, my uncle been a season ticket holder longer than I've been alive. So
Damn.
You know, so he took me to all those games, and it was just instilled in me. So I'm a diehard like Chicago fan. You know, I was just saying it off air the other day. I got so many hats because I know I've been balding. Just bought another one today.
Another hat?
Another hat.
Another one.
Another one. I have every single...
I actually hit up Danny's rep to see what's up with them joggers and shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
But I won't never I got every single Major League Baseball team except the Chicago Cubs because I'm a diehard Chicago White Sox fan.
Y'all had two teams.
Yeah, I would never, just like New York, I'd never buy.
What they got, the Mets and the Yankees?
Yeah.
Wasn't the Mets like New Jersey Mets at one point?
No, that was... You're thinking of the Brooklyn Nets, the basketball team. They used to be the New Jersey Nets.
Okay.
But the baseball team is the New York Mets, METS.
Okay.
They're in Queens. The Yankees aren't in the Bronx.
See, and then when I said, I tried to treat those boroughs like cities, you was like, nah, those boroughs, I'm telling you, them shit's like their own city, man.
I mean, it's like Chicago. The Cubs and the White Sox are both in Chicago. Just one on the north side, one on the south side.
So you seeing this commercial for the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Come on, man. They can't replace Will like that, man. What they doing right here, bruv?
So from my understanding...
And it's on Peacock?
From my understanding...
they trying to get people to Peacock.
From my understanding, they're doing the Bel-Air series like his life... Because that's what it's called, right?
Bel-Air, yeah.
It's weird, though, because I was under the impression it was his life in Philly before he got to Bel-Air.
Oh, nah. It looks like it's Philly. It looks like it's Bel-Air. You know, on the playground where I spent most of my days. You don't even know that theme song.
I do. Casual Bass Guy.
He don't know the theme song. I want to hear him sing it.
He said, Danny, when you going to the UK to cover some fights out there, man, look. I'd love to be out there.
That's a bad shot, George. The camera, the TV was in the way. Top of the TV was like chopping.
Oh, snap.
What? So who's this girl?
Oh, yeah.
Kelly, Pepsi Super Bowl. Okay. Well, moving along here. What do we have? Oh, yeah. So, let's talk about that, though. What do you think Dillian White should do? He's still kind of holding out, is what I got the understanding from the interview.
Yo, he want more money.
Yeah, he's still holding out, he doesn't want to participate in the promotion.
Yeah,
he's a little bit crazy because this will give him a lot of U.S. exposure.
Not just the exposure, but you're right, absolutely right, because that will be a pay-per-view here. You know, we've discussed that already,
which is crazy.
You know, but. If it's a pay-per-view for like $20, is it still crazy?
It ain't gonna be no $20 pay-per-view. Let's be real.
I mean, you think they gonna charge more here than they do out there?
Yeah, man.
Given Tyson's past,
I think they're gonna keep the market. They're not gonna change the market for you.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna have to be
So
cheaper.
this is a $5 million commercial?
$5 million commercial.
But it's a football commercial.
I mean, you know, they get a little crazy with the commercials during the Super Bowl. For
No, I hear you, but
exposure.
this is a particular football commercial, though. So, like, what are they selling here?
I guess we'll see at the end.
It's looked like they made their own Toy Story in this mug.
It does kind of look like a Toy Story commercial. It's
And
pretty dope, though, wouldn't you say?
I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what's the purpose of the commercial. What are they selling?
It's probably like a Geico commercial or something. I don't know. We gonna see right now, though.
I doubt it. Like, they literally breaking the house up.
No, yeah, they fucking that house up. It's a diaper commercial. That's what it is. It's a Huggies commercial. Watch. Look at Walter Payton. Rest in peace.
What in the world?
I'm trying to.
It's a Madden commercial.
Nah. Rest in peace. John Madden passed away too soon.
What?
That house
is
is
this?
tore up.
That's it? It's an NFL commercial.
I guess it is just an NFL commercial.
Crazy. More Pepsi product placement. They own the Super Bowl, man. Has Coke ever had a halftime show?
I don't know, but I was reading through the comments. Somebody said that Pepsi's been the halftime sponsor of the Super Bowl since Michael Jackson did it. The last time it was in LA, I think that was like 93 or some shit.
Shit, bro. Coke must have just said, yo, we ain't bidding on that shit. This
Look
is the
at Dr.
performance?
Dre, yeah. So Dr. Dre gonna start it off.
What is this? What is that supposed to be? Like a white?
It looked like a house, right?
It looked like a house, but that's really a board. That was pretty cool.
You know who they imitated, right? Kanye did it.
What?
The house.
What house?
He built a house for his album release party and put it in the middle of a stadium.
What do you mean, built the house?
That's what that is. They standing on top of a house in the middle of the stadium. I'm telling you that Kanye did it first.
Oh, all right. Why would they be standing on a house?
I don't know.
But you're right. It does look like a house.
It looks like maybe a few houses almost. I don't know. They said Ness is more into the Super Bowl than Danny. I'm telling y'all, bro.
I don't even get this, bro. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Honestly, I don't.
I'm bobbing my head like I could actually listen to the music.
Bro, then they got like 6'4" like sitting out there.
Bro, they're in Inglewood right now. The stadium's in Inglewood. They got a,
So that's like a strip mall and shit.
That's what it looked like. It say Tam's Burgers, Eve After Dark. Yeah, it looked like a little strip mall. Yeah.
Is it a hologram? Why does Dre look like that?
Nah, they say he buff as shit, man. He divorced now. He been in the gym.
Crazy.
He been
in the gym.
He been working out, man. All that money he gonna have to pay up.
He been in the gym. He said those guys can still rap.
Yeah, I wish we could hear it.
I mean, Dre only got one song. You know what he's singing right now? It's that.
Sing it for us now.
I don't know it, man.
Oh, what?
I don't know it, man. All I know is boxing, man. I don't know nothing about that. But what's up with this guy, Oskari Metz?
Oh, the guy we ain't never heard of that's fighting Avanesyan?
Yeah.
What's up with him, champ?
I mean, wow. Can we get a screen share? Look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
15-0, 3 knockouts.
Sheesh.
That's
Finland. He's from Finland. Helsinki. Wow. I mean, he's undefeated. Oh, they got 50 in there. Is that 50?
Oh, 50 Cent.
That ain't 50
That's
because he's
50.
looking fat right now.
Nah, that's 50.
Bro, why his face look that big right now?
He hanging upside down with a big old 50 chain on his face.
He better get from upside down because his face looks swollen. He know he shouldn't be wearing them 50 Cent tank tops no more. Come on, man.
Hey, it's funny because you said the last concert you went to
was a 50 Cent
concert.
You know it, bruv. That's my man's in them, man. Ain't nobody go as hard as 50, man. He was a hustler, bruh. But this guy is from Helsinki, and he's undefeated, and we've never heard of him, really. And he just doesn't look like he doesn't look like a fighter.
How many
You see him right there? He doesn't look like a fighter.
I mean, does Andy Ruiz or Tyson Fury look like fighters?
Yeah, Andy looks like a fighter. Andy looks like a cholo, man. What you mean? Andy look like he could fucking stab you up if you fuck with him the wrong way, man. I don't know. Andy looks more than a fighter than this guy. And it's hard to ignore what Andy's done. That's the thing. This guy hasn't done. And he's got 5 knockouts.
Oh, 5. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I thought that was 3.
5 knockouts. So this is definitely a tune-up for Avanesyan. This is put together by Queensberry Promotions, by the way. We're good, George. Put together by Queensberry Promotions. They're the ones that have signed David Avanesyan.
Look at Mary.
Yeah, she still look good.
Look at those thighs. And you know what though? Shout out to Mary J and 50 because you made the comment 50 got fat. Mm-hmm. And somebody in the chat, where's the comment?
She don't look fat.
No. Somebody
she's still out here performing like that. That's crazy.
They're getting those power checks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're getting those power checks, you know. So
that power fame got them at the Super Bowl, man. You know 50 gonna promote power right now.
So damn, Mary looking good. Those thighs.
So you would date Mary? She's like 57 right now, right?
I ain't got
How old is Holly? She probably like 58 right now, bro. Cause actors, you can't really tell their age. You gotta Google that shit.
Yeah, no, Mary too. And then on Power, bro, whoever's in charge of like their dress and attire for the show, bro, they have them
looking right. Looking right.
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. And they keep them fresh. Fresh. I mean, they didn't had Dapper Dan pieces, those one-on-one pieces.
One-on-one.
One-of-one. Gucci, Dior, Chanel, like they keep them looking right. And Mary herself, so. Boxing pound for pound Jack says, hey Danny, you a Fury hater. Fury buried your God Wilder. Keep crying, Minnie Strowman.
He buried your God?
Bro, I never knew he was my God. But you know what? That's all right, bro. I'm sure I've shared more meals with Tyson than you ever will. I mean, you probably have never talked to the guy, so it's no problem. Shout out to Tyson Fury and Jorge Capatillo.
Shots fired.
Danny seemed like he liked them Cougars. Oh, chill out, Brandon. Chill out. That's because you made the comment the other day.
I didn't say
about
anything.
Mary wouldn't date you. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't. Yeah.
Yo,
Captain Obvious.
Ruin 504 says like fine wine. There you go. So what's this? Oh, this Dr. Dre. Oh no, this is gonna be the Kendrick part.
Well, it says Dre Day. Yeah,
it's the
Kendrick in the
part.
middle.
I
Yeah.
told you. You could tell.
You know that music?
Yo, it's funny that Eminem is performing and Kendrick chose blonde dudes, but they're all black.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
My name is. Oh, he got the little general stars. Like, yo, he think he taking over?
I don't know the exact details, but I know Kendrick, in order to accept the halftime performance, I know that he set something up to where
What is that carpet they're on? Like, what are they trying to show us? Like, that doesn't, it looks weird, right?
Maybe it kind of looks like an overview, maybe
of
of like
city streets?
Yeah, probably LA, given that they are in LA.
So whack. It's like you're in a fucking airplane looking at the little lights. So what about accepting this Super Bowl thing?
Yeah, he did it to where I don't know if like what the money he was gonna get or if he got more money out of them, but I know a set amount of proceeds are going to charity.
Okay.
So shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, when you that rich, man, you might as well do shit like that. You feel
Nah,
me?
for sure. You know, Kendrick Lamar, for sure, one of the modern day top lyricists in the game, for sure. Shout out to Kendrick for doing that. But are you excited to see Avanesyan back in the ring, given that he's fighting a guy from Helsinki?
I'm not. Helsinki, actually.
Oh, Helsinki.
Helsinki. And the only reason I even like Helsinki's even in my mind like that, and it makes me smile, is because of the movie Heist, whatever that was on Netflix. It was real big on Netflix.
Okay.
That series.
Okay.
What is that? Robbery Heist or Money Heist? Money Heist, maybe, with the mask man.
I don't know. I don't have Netflix. I need to get it though.
Whoa.
I just felt like the majority of Netflix shit is like old, outdated.
And international.
As Eminem comes
Eminem
out.
with some Jordans, throwbacks.
Yo, you know, his Jordans, his Jordan 4, the thing he did, him and Carhartt, bro.
Yo, with a full beard. Call him I'm Not Afraid.
Call him Rainbow Danny inspired.
Nobody can ever tell Eminem nothing.
There goes Anderson .Paak on the drums.
He killed it, bro. Like, to come into the game and like now he's like one of the legends, man.
Somebody's saying the dude is from Hellenius Ends, like from what? Is Hellenius from Finland too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But back to M, right? Like, did he ever think he would go down? Like, my man is going down in history.
He a legend for sure. Look, my dad.
There's no other white rapper like him.
No, I mean, I don't think there ever will be.
Nobody. Like, what's the closest thing to M?
Caleb Plant.
Nah. In boxing, true. But in rap?
In rap, man.
Bubba Sparks. That's a bad one. But that's all I know. Who else?
Somebody called me them. And
don't say Riff Raff.
No. Hey, Riff Raff is funny as shit, though. Riff Raff makes me laugh. Fuck, bro.
What's another one?
Somebody called me him the other day in the chat.
Vanilla Ice.
Nah, somebody called me him the other day in the chat, yo. Oh, my goodness.
Chingo Bling?
Nah, dude, just be quiet. Hold on.
I'm trying to jog your memory.
I'm trying to think, yo. He's a fat Action Bronson. Action Bronson was big for a while. He wasn't alone.
I never heard of him.
Action Bronson was really fucking dope for a couple years. He just wasn't around.
Action Bronson.
Yeah, he's like a fat white boy with a beard, and now he does like cooking shows, and he has like a cooking book. Yeah, his cookbook was like a.
They said Yellow Wolf. Machine Gun Kelly wasn't even that hot. Stop it, man. Y'all wildin'.
Paul Wall.
Y'all wildin' right now, man. Paul Wall was alright, but he
Mac Miller. Mac Miller, rest in peace.
Mac Miller was alright. He was alright.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Yeah, for sure that.
He was alright.
Yo, I want to give a big.
But he ain't never would have been an M. He would have never got to that level. I don't think.
No, I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Mac Miller was out there though. I ain't gonna front. He was on some mainstream, but I don't. Harlow, I did hear that one, man. I think I heard him perform out here.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Yo, Jack Harlow.
He was at the Club Zook when I went out that day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Harlow nice, yo. He nice, and the girls love him. Mm-hmm. The girls love him. He got like a swagger to him. Yeah. He got like a swagger to him. I fucks with Jack Harlow.
Slim Jesus.
Fuck, hey, whoever said that, man, I don't even want to say what I want to say, but whoever said that,
you got that.
Catch me outside. Whoever said that, catch me outside.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Shout out to M, man. It just goes back to Eminem, like. Yo, bro, my man did songs with everybody, with 50, with Dre, with Snoop, with Jay. I'm sure with Nas, like, sheesh.
Nah, for sure. Want to give. So it's funny you mentioned M, and I was gonna tell you this story. My dad's a truck driver, right?
It's crazy though. I mean, this gotta say something to this gotta say something to all y'all Migo lovers, right? Like everybody up there is over 40, man. Like everybody up there is over 40 except Kendrick, man. Like y'all generation ain't popping. Like, y'all can't even hold down a football game. That's crazy.
So you think they ain't never had no Super Bowl artist perform that's under 40?
I ain't saying that. I'm saying y'all not popping this year.
Bro, they just picked the West Coast motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah? Mary's from New York, man. She
all right,
actually from
Dre,
Jersey, man.
Dre, Snoop, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Locked in with Dre. Mary
50 from New York. Come on,
50 wasn't a part of it
Jamaica,
originally.
Queens, man.
I hear you, bro, but
You know what I'm saying? South Side, man.
That's cool.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see.
I'm just trying to be what I'm destined to be. Nah, but look though, you know what I'm saying? 50 wasn't even a part of it originally, but he did.
Yo, look at that screenshot. Legends. Why they got Kendrick up there? You think he gonna be legend?
Bro, Kendrick's already a legend.
You know why he's legend? Because West Coast rap was always like,
Second.
I'm glad you said it. Now, I mean, he from the Midwest though. I guess you closer.
Nah, for sure. Like people always like. I was always.
So now they got one. So they trying to like, oh, but he is tight. But he ain't my cup of tea. That ain't my. I've tried. Like I had that first album.
He real lyrical. I fuck with. He just ain't dropped shit since.
He too fast though. It's like too many words in a verse. This shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so fast. So it's like every normal bar, he adding like 30 extra words to that bar.
He tight though.
So fast.
He tight. You know him and J. Cole.
Yeah, I fuck with
been
Jay.
Holding it down the last decade.
I do like J. Cole.
As far as like the lyrics and shit. So shout out to them, man. But look, it's funny you was talking about Eminem and his influence. I'm gonna talk to you about 50, because to me, growing up, 50 was more influential.
50 Cent.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, of course.
Bro, I had the G-Unit shirts.
Yeah.
I had the fucking G-Unit chain from Burlington Coat
you had
Factory.
the G-Unit chain?
Yeah, I bought it at Burlington Coat Factory.
The one that spin?
The one that spin.
You had a fake G-Unit spinning chain?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
I used to rock the G-Unit jeans.
Wait, was that Jim Carrey?
That is Jim Carrey. Is it a cable guy? Yeah, they're doing, it's a Verizon commercial, got him imitating like cable guy.
They must have paid. Yo, Jim Carrey's a $30 million actor. How much you got to pay old Jim Carrey to come be the cable guy again for the Super Bowl?
For a 30-second commercial, probably took him 2 hours to film. I don't know, bro.
Man, and he looks different, bro.
He probably got a cool.
He dyed his hair, bro.
He probably got like $1 million.
$1 million? You disrespect it. He's a $30 million actor.
For a movie,
bro. My man was making $30 million when that movie Numbers came out that he did. Man, you kidding me? Can't go backwards. This Jim Carrey, man. He's legend.
Bro, it's a 30-second shit, though. It probably took him, half a day to
Nah,
shoot.
bro. You don't get that, man. Look, is this J-Lo? That's crazy. She don't age, bro. She like Holly right now.
Yo, but look,
What?
50 was for sure more influential to me growing up. The whole G Unit, Tony Yayo.
Yeah.
Bro, you hear me?
Bro, I used to listen to all that.
But
It was
I will
so-
say, once 8 Mile came out, and I would listen to M too. Once 8 Mile came out, because my dad's a truck driver, I'm like, yo, Pops, you got to take me on your next trip to Detroit. And I never knew. I knew 8 Mile was a real road.
Yeah.
I never knew there's like a 9 Mile road, a 10 Mile road.
Okay.
And I don't know what I expected to see, but it was just like a dump. Shout out to Detroit, but like just the specific area I was in, it was just a dump.
Yeah.
But shout out to Detroit.
Okay, so they just enjoying the halftime show here.
Yeah. Luis Reyes says, safe to say Danny didn't get many draws. I don't know what that means.
Draws mean you ain't get them panties, man.
Oh, what?
You wasn't out here getting them panties, man. You ain't a ladies' man. Know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I don't know that that's what Lewis meant, though. He's usually a good guy.
Nah, that's what
Oh, is that Kelly Clarkson? That better not be.
is that a
What?
Oh, that's a Law and Order commercial.
Yeah. But who's that right there next to her? See her right there with the red?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what's going on with this Peacock push right here? They paid a lot of money for this.
Well, no, the Super Bowl's on NBC, which owns Peacock.
Ah, so
So-
NBC's like, yo, we got to get on this OTT.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Can't
It
fall
makes
off.
sense.
Peacock original.
It definitely.
Oh,
makes
but this
sense.
does look like what you talking about. It does look like he in Philly about to get sent to Bel Air.
Yeah, that was my understanding when I first heard about it. Never looked into it. Never.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it's
it
like, how
can't
you
be
gonna-
all in Philly. I like it like that. Like, oh, show us why they took him out
like
of
the
Philly.
transition.
Show us why they took him out of Philly.
They say, Ness, what fights are you going to that's coming up?
I don't know, man.
Earl, right? We got to be going to
I
Earl.
don't know, man. I'd rather be in studio doing a live fight chat.
Why
man.
not do it from Dallas?
And this is this is more comfortable than when I was doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I was comfortable as in my house. My feet is up. I'm smoking, but this is nice, you know. This setup, you know.
Yeah, no, Luis,
Having you in studio, having the TV there, all that is official.
Luis said, I meant that though, Ness. Sorry, I'm saying he had the fake G-Unit chain.
Ah,
You know, I was in 3rd grade, bro.
damn,
I
third
was
grade.
in third grade.
How'd you get your parents to buy you a G-Unit chain in 3rd grade, bro?
You know, once
G-Unit?
again, it was for one, it was at Burlington Coat Factory. So if you've ever been, shit there is cheap. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It was a fake chain, bro. I was like obsessed with.
Did you go to school in it though?
Of course.
Oh, did they pick on you?
No, bro.
Like, that ain't real.
I remember having.
Danny got a fake chain.
I remember having the G Unit Reeboks
Oh wow.
with the Jabro jeans with the G Unit shirt.
Bro, I didn't even know. Honestly, I'm gonna stop you right there. I didn't know they made G-Unit sneakers.
Yeah, they was Reeboks. I had the G Unit Reeboks.
Don't get me. I mean, I guess it's okay. I was such a Jay-Z fan. I bought his Sean Carter shoes too, so it's alright, man. It's alright.
So I remember wearing, like I said, the G Unit Reeboks, the Jabro jeans, G Unit shirt, and the South Pole
Damn, South Pole.
South Pole jacket
G-Unit.
with my fake G Unit chain.
I never rocked South Pole.
Never?
Never.
Yeah, man.
Remember they came out with the fake Gore-Tex?
I don't know.
I guess you won't even know.
I don't know. I remember.
South Pole used to make shoes, knockoffs. I was like, oh shit.
For real?
Word.
Yeah, I just.
I had the North Pole. Psych, North Face.
Like the North Pole, what? Santa your man's in there?
Santa your man. Yo, my man was fully G-Unit out, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Was you doing push-ups? Let the tank top look right and
Nah,
shit?
I ain't had a tank top.
Oh, all right.
I ain't had a tank top.
That was 50 Cent's, that was his brand, that tank top.
Yo,
You knew a 50 Cent tank.
whoever said that was Ronald Finkley.
Yeah.
So I was rocking them Pellies. I definitely got the Pelly in middle school.
Yeah. I had the Pele too, though.
Yeah.
I had the Pele for real.
Yo, man, you gotta.
But let's go ahead and get to this DiBella shit so we can wrap up, man. Because, it is Super Bowl. You never know. He might be caught up, man.
Who that?
The Kambosos and the Haney sagas.
Who
That
caught
continues.
Up? Who caught up?
Whoever could be caught up, man. Whoever could be caught
We ain't
up.
got no more news and notes.
I mean, William Zepeda versus Luis
Let's talk about it.
Viedas.
Let's talk about it.
Viedas.
William is your man's.
Uh-oh, you cracked the bang?
Yeah, that was kind of loud. My bad.
Nah,
yo.
it's all good. How does that one taste? Is it...
But it's my favorite one.
But does
right
it
here.
have the fizz? Because I feel like the last one we drank was fizzless.
I think because we had the.
I hope it wasn't flat.
The
and shit.
hydrating one, with extra.
Yeah, it makes sense not to
Yeah,
have
but
fizz
look
in it.
though, shout out
Damn,
to Bang.
Luis Viedas has a lot of losses, bro,
We
and
got-
he's 34 years old.
Shout out to Bang for hooking it up. I got the Raging Raspberry Hibiscus.
How's it taste though?
Hold on.
That shit probably hot. You had it sitting there for an hour and a half. Ooh,
Fire.
sound like it was hot.
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, it was good.
It's cool. Nice and chill.
Yeah, so I don't know what could we say really about this William Zepeda fight. It's just a stay busy fight. Luis Viedas is shit. Another long bomb.
Joe Shiesty. As Cincinnati takes the lead for the first time in the game.
Who you rooting for?
Cincinnati. I told y'all in the car.
Oh, I didn't even hear or pay attention.
Joe Shiesty.
That coach had the sad face right there, right?
Sean McVay, the coach for the LA Rams.
They put the camera on him. He just had the sad face right there. But anyway, man, Zepeda's just in a stay busy fight. We can move on to the Devin Haney news. And that's the craziest bit of news for me, because I continue to say Eddie's never had money issues. For Lou to now be saying, what is he saying, that the offer was
disrespectful?
Disrespectful? Offensive? No.
What was the specific word?
Let me find it.
Go to the chat. It's in the chat.
The counter offer was preposterous. That's what he said. I don't know, but I just don't know that I believe that.
No, and pull up the Rick tweet. I know you saw it.
Rick Merrigan. Oh, yes. You mean Rick Merrigan, yes.
And before you read that, we have a super chat from Brandon Lentz. Says, Danny has helped you discover some good content on this day. From now on, this will officially move forward with the TBV Super Bowl fight chat.
Whatever.
So
Super Bowl not chat. Go to camera on this guy, George.
My man's over here gotta get up and tinkle. You got me wanting a bang. Yeah, shout out to Bang. Bang pulled up on us the other day with like 3 cases and like 2 big tote loads of different drinks and whatnot. They pulled up in the Bang Mobile, not to be confused with the Bang Bus. They pulled up in the Bang Mobile, decked out Jeep, and just gave us a lot of free stuff. So shout out to my boy Malcolm and all the people over at Bang. As my boy Nessie just cracked his Bang open. He also is hydrating himself with the Bang Raging Raspberry Hibiscus. So you just took a sip. That was your first time trying this specific flavor. What'd you think?
It was. Still very sweet, like the grape one. Still very sweet, but at least this one has fizz, unlike the hydrating one. The hydrating one, I just felt like I was drinking a flat drink.
Yeah, the hydrating one, because the hydrating one is actually... Oh, an interception from Cincinnati. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yo, Cincinnati did this in the AFC Championship game. I was watching the game. They was getting killed the first half. And then just came back in the second half on fire. So, granted, it's 22 seconds into the second half.
Whoa, this says super creatine? So it's like got creatine in it?
Sure.
Wow.
It got, never mind, we ain't gonna say that. 0 calories, though.
Yeah, so I don't know how deep we're going to get into this. That's kind of why I wanted to have Bill on. But, again, I just don't believe, the whole no money. I mean, Lou even tweeted out, like, pathological liar. Did you see that? He's calling Eddie a liar, bro. It's like...
Yeah, he put up, like, the definition and whatnot. Yeah. I'm like, bro, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Which is funny, I question, like, damn, we used to see this with Wilder. No one thought Eddie was lying then.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's interesting. It is definitely interesting, especially because a lot of people feel that Devin has been maybe overpaid, or if not overpaid, he's definitely earning good money. That being said, why stop now? Like, why would Eddie not want his fighter to go fight for Undisputed?
Well, it's not Eddie, because he's on plenty of interviews saying that Haney is ready.
No. But what I'm getting at, Lou's calling him a liar.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Why would Eddie not want that to happen? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would Eddie not want Devin to go out there? He becomes Undisputed in Australia. He would be not just a top 10 pound for pound fighter, but he would be, an
The zone's
attraction.
first undisputed fighter.
I mean, you know, and one of he would be the 7th in history for the man. You know what I'm saying? It would just grow him so much more. All those big fights would be there for him. He'd have all the leverage by holding all the belts. So it just doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, I guess we'll see. We'll see.
So George Kambosos, let me get a screen share here. George Kambosos says to, on his Twitter, everyone supposedly ducks feather-fisted Devin. Laughing out loud emoji, thumbs up emoji. And, Devin comes back and says, everyone that doesn't loses. Hands up emoji. Which is true. I'm good, George. Yeah, so I just want to see this fight, but it is becoming a saga, man. It's crazy. I never expected it to take this long. And it's also an unfortunate situation because it's like, is every guy that wins these belts going to look for a way to avoid Devin Haney? It's, I don't know. It's just weird, you know?
Mr. Steele Chin with a super chat. He says, all of the Devins problems come into play when they are in negotiations. Y'all need to see the problem is in y'all face.
Yeah, I don't get that because Jojo Diaz received more money to fight Devin than he did to fight Ryan. People usually get paid well when they fight Devin, so
Career high paydays usually.
I don't understand what he could be causing in the negotiation table. I think it's more along the lines of the guys that have been the B side longer, which is Lua and Kambosos, and they're ready to become the A side.
No, for sure.
That sounds more believable than Devin, who's accustomed to having main events surrounded around him. Whether you think it did well or not, he main evented in the MGM Harbor. He main evented in the Mandalay Bay.
He main evented the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Co-main on
none of that has been Kambosos.
Co-main on the the Hulu Theater, but as the B side, the Hulu.
Again, he's not main eventing.
No, for sure. I mean,
it's not been invested in. They haven't invested money in him for him to be the A side.
No, for sure. And granted, this was before Kambosos was even a contender at lightweight. But the last time he fought in Australia, he fought in a venue that holds 700 people.
Yes.
Like I said, I am throwing it out there. But it is it was before he was even a contender at lightweight, granted. But I'm like, bro, if you a draw, you a draw. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
It's like Bill said, man, where's the proof of concept? He says that he's going to have 50,000. Where is the proof of that? But we got MEZBX who says, salute TBV. Can y'all explain the Lou DiBella, Robert Garcia phone call? Well, it's my understanding and based on the interview that I watched with Little Giant Boxing, Robert received a phone call from Lou DiBella. And Lou DiBella was under the impression that he was talking to Robert Diaz of Ryan Garcia's, Golden Boy VP, And Lou DiBella continued to talk, thinking he was talking to Robert Diaz, and was basically spilling the beans that, they wanted to do a fight with Ryan and Kambosos. So Lou called back a second time, and that's when Robert came clean and was like, hey, man, you're not talking to Robert Diaz. This is Robert Garcia. So will there be a Ryan Garcia, George Kambosos fight down the line? Who knows? Quite possibly. Anything can happen, especially in that 135-pound division, because everyone believes that Ryan is this draw. They believe that Ryan is this cash cow in that division. So they all want to give him an opportunity. And they believe he's vulnerable. So it's an opportunity that is financially lucrative and a fight that is possibly, a winnable fight for many people in many people's eyes. So That's where that is. But I don't know what else we can say about this, Kambosos thing. Basically, they're moving on, according to Lou DiBella. They've moved on from the Haney fight. They've gone on to say things like that the zone doesn't want the Haney fight.
Once again, obviously the zone has a lot of play in Devin Haney, right? I just don't see why pay these purses, why stage these events up to this point to not be interested in a fight for Undisputed. It doesn't make sense to me.
How about this way? Look at it this way.
Especially with the zone really pushing the Zone Australia, with Eddie Hearn really pushing Matchroom Australia in recent signings last quarter of 2021. Like, it doesn't make sense.
But what about if Lou is pitching to the zone the Ryan fight and they just think that's a bigger fight? Like, the zone thinks it's a bigger fight.
Where the money gonna come from?
From the zone.
From the zone? I mean,
if they believe it's a bigger fight.
Maybe so. But something, for that still leaves out there Lou DiBella's comments to say that Eddie Hearn's offer was what was the word again? Preposterous? That was a word used, right? So I don't know, man. It don't really make sense. Now you got Ryan with this how do you pronounce his name? Tago?
Yeah, Manuel Tagago. So, who knows? I really predict he's not even gonna fight either three of those fighters in Ryan, Devin, or Lomachenko next. You don't think he's gonna? You mean Kambosos isn't gonna fight Ryan, Devin, or Lomachenko?
Not next. I think he gonna get like a nobody,
an Australian nobody,
yeah,
and just show everybody we could do it in our hometown. That'll be strange.
Like I said the other day when we had Bill on the show, I think they should offer Lomachenko. You really think you could win? Get that WBC strap, and okay, if you're Team Lomachenko, you like, okay, cool, we could beat Devin Haney. We'll take that WBC strap. Now you're going into the potential Kambosos fight with more leverage. So my way of seeing it. But who am I?
Just a boxing fan.
I think you got a Skype call, right?
I mean, there are some people here on Skype. I haven't found out if they're just listening.
Okay.
They could be doing multiple things back there, watching the Super Bowl, all that goodness. But if anybody is interested, let us know. And in the meantime, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We're going to go out to Alabama's own James Benitez. What up?
SDS promotion.
Real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you like a born hater, like myself.
Man, you not really don't care about this food shit, man.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Who needs to just hurry up and just fight somebody that we actually give a damn about?
We don't care. We don't care.
Charlo with the little Instagram post or whatever with the signed signature. Man, there's no way in hell he signed up to fight no Canelo, man.
Hey.
2 other knockdowns that Wilder been knocked down and the footage been scrubbed off the internet, man. We all know that too.
Winner of the 9th annual Player Hater of the Year award is
James Benitez. I know what's coming this side.
I think I deserve that award too, man. Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up?
Man, nothing, man. Just a good weekend of fights and a good Super Bowl game going on, man. That Felix Cash decision, that John Ryder fight, man, is helping out my parlay right now. And if the Bengals win, I'm gonna come up off of 4 fights, and the Bengals Super Bowl win, $5 going to turn to $5.60.
Damn. So you parlayed boxing with football?
Yeah, I did. So if the Bengals pull this off, That's gonna be the best $5 ever spent right there, man.
Hell yeah! Interception?
Nah. It was a completion.
Yeah, and shout out to Felix Cash, man. He showed a high level.
Oh, that was the Rams. I was about to say, why it looked like he got an interception?
No.
You know, Cash showed the level of resiliency to be able to bounce back from all them damn knockdowns to be able to pull off the win. And John Ryder,
thought he won? You thought he won because people saying he shouldn't have got the win with two knockdowns and a point deduction.
Man, I don't give a damn what people think, man. As long as my bank account gets better, man. You know, and shout out to Ryder, man. You know, he's celebrating. He's doing a damn world tour right now. I mean, you know, I guess effective aggression or whatever you want to call it, man, wins fights, man. So shout out to him for doing the right thing to woo the judges. On top of that, man, you know, as I said earlier, man, like compared to Ryder's resume, isn't it better than Benavidez and Charlo's, man? And you can also throw in Andrade.
Now with the fucking Jacobs win, but it depends. You know, some are obviously considering that a little bit of a robbery.
I mean, but even still, though, man, it's all about what the end result really is, man. We all.
If it's the end result, the Jacobs win is probably bigger than the Anthony Durrell win for Ryder.
And not just that, but
wasn't this a fight Eddie Hearn was already trying to make last year?
Which fight?
The Ryder versus Canelo.
Yes.
It was not last year.
Yes. They had Ryder for stepping. Remember, for Billy Joe, he was on call.
Absolutely. So don't be surprised that Eddie Hearn comes with another bag for Canelo to get him a 3-fight deal.
So let me ask you this, because I brought it up. I'm not sure if you missed it. I know we kicked off the show with that, but would you be mad if that fight happens in the UK, right? Because
Canelo won in the UK, man.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't be mad, and that's the ticket for it right there, man. You know, he beat a common opponent. I mean, come on now, man. They could probably sell it, man. Probably do good numbers, put some more good euros in Canelo's bank account, and it is what it is. I guess the other topic that you was talking about, I mean, I'm gonna skip over it. I mean, I hope Wilder just figures out what he wants to do with his career, man, and go from there.
Have you ever heard of ayahuasca though?
And I heard of that psychedelic shit, man. But you know, I don't take no stock into it. But you know, whatever people want to do, man, that's their choice, man. But I don't take no stock into it, man. I really think just you could probably do your own self meditation and just self evaluation. You know what I'm saying, and probably figure out your own decisions. You know, I don't think you need to put that shit in your body. But that should on the Devin Haney. I mean, I've been. Man, Ryan Garcia is probably going to be the face of 135, and we all know that Devin's just Devin, man. I mean, you know.
What do you mean by that?
He's just Devin, man. He's not really the most fan entertaining fighter to watch, man. And you know, if you're really trying to put, I guess Ryan Garcia, they probably see.
So what's the knock on Devin? Because what is it that he didn't have his pretty boy Floyd phase? You know, because obviously Floyd at Mayweather wasn't knocking people out, and then their answer to that is, oh well, you forget about pretty boy. All right, so Devin doesn't have a pretty boy phase, but he's still, you know, beating people decisively by a bunch of rounds too.
You know me. You know I'm biased as hell, man. I got my own feelings, man. I really wish that Gary Russell fight would have went through. That's just me. So I got my own feelings, Devin. Other than that, I think Devin's hella talented, man. But I just think that he's not the draw to all audiences. He's not appealing to everybody. Whereas Ryan Garcia is appealing to everybody.
I mean, is he appealing on Instagram or inside of the boxing ring? Because
I think Ryan Garcia is both.
I mean,
I think Ryan Garcia is both, man. That left hand is serious, man. His speed,
I
all that.
I hear you, but
so,
I mean, Devin,
man, does everything, you know, everything good, and it's like, okay, cool, you know. But Ryan actually wows you when he hits that body or he hits somebody. It's like, oh shit.
But he's not fighting. He's not fighting anybody. Like he ain't fought no.
Devin just started fighting somebody's, man. So let's keep it a buck. He just started.
But he has two. He got 2 wins. His 2 wins.
Okay, who you get that vacant belt from? What's that? Who you win that vacant belt off of, man? Tell me about
Lomachenko? Lomachenko at the WBC convention. Let's keep it a buck.
So he won a vacant. He's going a vacant title. Oh, man.
He won that title after the champion petition to be elevated from world champion to franchise to not take the fight.
But let me also go with this though. Do y'all really believe that Kambosos really ever wanted that fight though, or Lou? I believe that's probably more plausible, right?
Do we believe that Kambosos ever really wanted that fight?
Look, man.
Or Lou DiBella ever really wanted that fight?
I believe that they were always going to be looking for their best and biggest option.
And you did say something like a month ago. He always done good business with Top Rank, so why burn?
Yeah, I mean, I just see it as it's time to leverage. You know, they've been the B-side. They've gone everywhere. So it's time to leverage this situation is how they're looking at it and how I'm assuming they're going to be looking at it.
So, yeah. So I think Devin was never really out in the picture, really, man. It just sounded good, but Devin ain't going to get that fight.
No, obviously he was in the picture because they needed to see what sort of offer his team was going to make. You know, you don't just say no to an option.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let me see what they got, even though we're not interested, but so we can bring it back to these guys.
Here you go. He said, even though we're not interested. No, believe me, if the number's right, everybody becomes interested. That's the point I'm trying to make, but I get you.
All right, man. Well, hey, Ness, man, when I tell you this, man, I've been saying it for a while. Ryan Garcia going to be the face of 135 when it's all said and done. Get ready to
I wonder when is that going to happen, though, bro?
I give it 24 months.
Oh, 24 months. 24 months. Okay.
Devin can't make the weight for that much longer, man.
Oh, so
he gonna be the biggest face because Devin gonna move up. That's why he gonna be the biggest face of 135 because Devin gonna move up.
Yo, you waiting him out? That's crazy, James.
Everybody does it, man.
Hey, James, I got a question though. Before we let you go, why'd you pick the Bengals? I picked the Bengals too, but why'd you pick Cincinnati?
I've been picked Cincinnati, man. Before the playoffs even started, man. I just like Joe Burr. Just to be honest with you, man.
Joe Shiesty.
Absolutely.
No,
There's something
sure.
about it. And so, you know, I hope he pulls it off. And, you know, if he doesn't, I ain't going to be tripping. It's just a $5 help. But if he wins, man, I mean, shit, that's my MVP, man. And I'm out.
For sure. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Dan, this shit look like the Batmobile right here, right? Sheesh. I need those wheels.
This guy. Hey, could we get a screen share?
Nah, no, George. No, George. We got Mr. PBC. Let me see. Are you guys Sony, Mr. PBC? Do you guys want your call? I think we do also got some blog talk here. Looks like Hawk and Maryland and blog talk. Talk to me.
Yo, what up, Ness? Can you hear me?
We hear you. What up?
Ain't too much. And what's up, Danny? What is Danny, right?
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
All right. What's up, my brother? Ain't too much. Hey, man, I saw that Jacobs fight, bro. I mean, I think he if he were here in the United States, yeah, he would have won it.
Oh, are you talking right into the phone? You sound a little bit low today.
Okay, how about right here?
All right. I ain't hear no difference.
Hold on, let me see. Okay. How about now?
I mean, you good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now, though?
Yeah, I hear you.
It still sound. Oh, okay. I was saying that Danny Jacobs fight, the Danny Jacobs, ever since he fought Triple G, he hasn't been fighting like he's trying to win. It's like he's in the fight, but he showed, you know, like if a dude catch him with a good shot, you'll see Danny go back at him. But after that, he'll just calm back down and just get back to that boring fighting style he has, man. I just think it's a turn on him. And he don't really dig deep. Like he don't got no other gears left, you know, to shift in that high gear and go ahead and try to get somebody out of there. He don't really be trying to me. So I can see why they took it from him. But I do think he should have won the fight.
So you had him winning.
I thought he won the fight. You know, I thought he had, you know, had won the fight, but it was. I was starting to score the fight and everything, but it was like cookie cutter. Like every round was like being the same to about the 7th round. And then I can't think of the boy's name. He started stepping it up and going at Danny a lot more. Ryder, right? He was going at him a lot more. And then Danny didn't go another gear. He didn't, he just stayed just boxing, And it's kind of disappointing to me. I know his trainer had to be pissed off with him because it was an easy fight for him to win. It looked like to me.
Did you notice that Danny?
It looked like it was an easy fight to win. It was a fight for him to lose, huh?
No, I was asking. Did you notice that Danny? That he kind of started to have issues once he went southpaw, but he never came out of southpaw. He did for just a second, but like the last 5-6 rounds of the fight, he fought in southpaw stance.
He was getting beat up in that southpaw stance.
In that southpaw stance.
Yeah, I would. I tell you, the fight was not. I just wasn't impressed with him. He looked like that in that fight against Gabriel. I thought Gabe had beat him.
I did too.
Gabriel.
I did as well.
Yeah, I thought he had beat him. Yeah, he just do not fight with that heart. He don't have that killer in him. And like y'all was talking about Wilder, same thing goes for Wilder. And I'm a definite Wilder fan. But if you got to think about I don't care what he got to go do. If you got to think about fighting or boxing, then that means you need to really chill and just don't even do it. Because if you're coming out there, this ain't the sport for being halfway in, halfway out. Because you ain't trying to get laid out on that canvas again like that. That's not, and it happened to you quick. So don't even, I just think if he undecided and he about to go, I don't know what they want. You say you got to pray to somebody or something, they're going to do it.
He said pray to somebody. Man, he ain't say nothing about no praying. Y'all terrible, man.
I'm just saying that's what, that's the thing, black people, we run and pray first, whatever it is. But anyway, he got to do all that. Then I just think you need to chill. Don't come out there half-hearted. You got to look for a higher power and all that. Just go ahead and just chill. Don't even do it. You got to be 100 on it. Like, that hunger got to be there. And what we was talking about, even Haney. The thing with Haney, you was talking about Haney, bro. I just think Haney and his father is being boxed out because they are coming up on their own. They're not with none of the big. They're not with Floyd. They're not with PBC. They with Hearn, but that's like a deal. They're not signed under Hearn, and they're not with Bob. So I just think all of the big players, even the WBC, they're not fighting for Haney to do nothing. They're not giving his belt respect. It's like they don't want to see them to cross that last final bridge and get that fight with that where they get all those belts. And it seems like the WBC don't want to see him do it either, even though it would help them. But they could be mad because he said he was going to throw the franchise belt, or, he was going to give it back if he had won all the belts. And so maybe that's why the WBC not really backing him. But he just seemed like they're being, by all the big players, since they're not really under no one. Same thing goes for Boots. I know everybody hot on Boots, but if you don't get under one of them big three, they're going to box them out. They're not just like, not Boots, I mean Terrence Crawford. If he don't sign with somebody, he's not going to get that Earl fight. They're not just going to let him fight Earl from the outside like that. They're just not going to do it. I just don't believe it'll happen. They'll make something else up, but they won't do it. He got to sign with somebody. He got to be under somebody. For some reason, they don't let those boys do that. But they don't mind it when even all the other fighters, even Tyson Fury had came over here and fought Wilder the first time. He was with Frank. I believe it was with Frank Warren. But by the time they got to the second fight, he's under Bobby with ESPN, all that.
Well, after the first one,
Devin Haney,
mind you, he had two fights. He had the Tom Schwartz fight and the Otto Wallin fight, but both of those were under the Top Rank banner. Both of those were in Las Vegas. Both of those were under the Top Rank banner. So I think he saw.
But
go ahead.
I was going to say, when he first came over for Wilder, he wasn't with Top Rank.
No, he wasn't. You are correct.
Wilder brought him over here. That was a Wilder and his deal they did together, and PBC. And then Top Rank got involved once he knew he was going to stay. And that's what I'm saying. As far as Haney and his father, it's just them. They're not really signed to Hearn either. They're like co-promoting with Hearn. So Hearn ain't gonna stick all his power. He ain't gonna do all of what he can do either because they're not really under him. That's what I'm saying. That's why they're being held out on. It ain't that Devin fight boring and all that stuff people saying. It's the fact that they're not under nobody. It's just them. They're not gonna let them get all those belts.
They do have
him and his father could just do whatever they want.
They do have that co-promotion with with Eddie Hearn and
right.
Look, man, there's no reason for that fight not to happen. Money. There's no reason for that fight not to happen because at the end of the day,
but they're boxing them out. That's my point. My point. They're being boxed out because they're not with nobody. And they just using how much he make as an excuse. Or Devin wants too much money. But nobody's really asking him what he wants. They just going off of what they know he get paid. I just think the Haneys are being boxed out. But that's my call.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. You watching the Super Bowl right now?
Yeah. Watch it too.
Who you got, man? Who you got?
I had took the Rams, man.
Okay.
They ain't doing too well right now. They Rams, down.
Bro. I see. So I'm into it. I'm listening to y'all, watching y'all, and watching the game.
There you go, brother.
Appreciate
Best way to do it. Thank you, bro.
All right, later.
All right.
Let's see. That was Hawkin, Maryland. Who we got?
Odell Beckham officially out for the game. So he's done. Yeah, he's done with that left knee injury. I don't know, man. Maybe
Well, we're out for the rest of the game. Those are all the callers. There's a few callers on Blog Talk and on Skype, but they have not pressed one or are not ready, which means we can get up out of here. Have an early day for this Super Bowl weekend.
Hold on. We got a super chat from James Benitez. He says, yo, Ness, why didn't PBC sign Fury after the first Wilder fight? Was they really not interested in keeping the belts on their side of the street?
I think it was after the first fight, MTK just offered Tyson Fury, 120 or 100 and something million for that 5-fight deal with Top Rank. And remember, Fury had early comments saying he didn't get the decision because it was Wilder's network, and now that it's a even playing field, so maybe Fury just didn't want to, get in bed with Showtime, and that's what he didn't do. We got Big Fish Davidian that says, hey, Boxing Voice family, it's still Bill's Mafia, but tonight I'm rocking with Joe Burrow.
Yup, Joe Shiesty, Joe Brr.
Oh shit!
That is the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of people been rocking with him as of late.
Looks like we got a caller coming on. Is this Jesus? I want to say this might be Jesus, or let me see. Oskari. Uh, 909, right? Double check one more time. It's 489.
For those of you in the chat right now that are watching us live,
new number.
Go ahead, press the thumbs up button, subscribe. Obviously, be notified every time we go live, which is about twice a day. And if you're also watching the Super Bowl, comment who you got. I'm curious. I'm seeing some Rams support. I'm seeing some Bengals support. Comment who you got in the chat. This is the first ever Super Bowl
live fight chat.
Live chat.
I got 909 in LA. Who's this? First time caller.
Hey, hello.
What's up, brother? Who's this?
Oh, yeah, this is Hector, man. How you doing, Nasty Danny?
What's going on, Hector?
Hector, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, not much, man. Just right here, just working, just driving around.
Shout out to you.
I wanted to touch up on the... Hey, shout out to you guys. I wanted to touch up on the Danny Jacobs fight, man, with John Ryder. I mean, I kind of thought I could have, gone either way, I don't think it was a robbery. I think John Ryder edged it out at the end. What do you guys think?
Well, I felt that Danny did win. However, I felt it was close to the point where I wouldn't call it a robbery. Did I feel Danny won? I did. I also wasn't scoring the fight. I was watching live here from our Las Vegas studio, doing the fight chat, calling the fight. I wasn't scoring the fight. Man, Joe Burrow's getting killed right now. But, I
just thought he stole the last few rounds,
No, for sure. He definitely stole the last few rounds. If you look at the official scorecards, I want to say every single judge gave John Ryder at least one of the early rounds. So, I wasn't mad. I was a bit surprised, but he was a hometown fighter. So maybe, when you're there live, the crowd could sway one way or another. I don't think it was a robbery like we mentioned before. The American judge gave it to John Ryder and the British judge gave it to Danny. So, did I think Danny won? I did. But it was close. It was close to where I wouldn't call it a robbery of any sort. Ness?
I thought Jacobs was winning. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ness.
Nah, it's all good. Go ahead. I could wait.
Well, I wanted to switch gears and talk about what do you guys think about the Bivol and Canelo? I mean, is it happening or what?
I don't know, man. Huge possibility it could be a John Ryder in there too.
I mean, what do you guys think if it's a John Ryder? Do you think he deserves a Canelo?
I definitely think he deserves a soft touch. I've said this before. He undisputed the division. He's the only guy that I know that's unified so many divisions. So, yeah, I think he's entitled to a soft touch. If that soft touch is Ryder, not a problem.
My only thing with that fight, and I said it earlier, and I'm perfectly okay with it because of what Canelo has done in that division. My only thing with that is I don't think that it would be next. Obviously we know Cinco de Mayo weekend, Mexican Independence weekend, big Mexican holidays. So I don't foresee Canelo, because if the John Ryder fight happens, it would happen in the UK. That's the only logical place for me. Obviously, Billy Joe, Callum. Who else has he fought from over there? Canelo. Oh, Rocky Fielding. All of those fights were in the United States. So with that being said, he's knocked the bigger names. He's knocked them, out the way. So Canelo has expressed interest in going over to the UK. And to me, that's the only name in the division that could attract a fight in the UK for Canelo is John Ryder, especially with what he did yesterday. So I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And, let's remember when there was talks of Billy Joe not taking the fight with Canelo because of the size of the ring. I don't know if John Ryder was officially on standby, but he was definitely asking. He
was on standby for the Billy Joe one.
Because Eddie said, Billy Joe was never not going to fight. John Ryder was just talking. I don't know. But, John Ryder has expressed interest in the fight. Obviously, who doesn't want that Canelo payday? Mm-hmm. And after what he did yesterday, I'm taking it. He has more losses than the other guys at 168. But he has also been in there with more names. He's been in there with a Callum Smith. He's been in there with Billy Joe. So, why not? Why not give John Ryder a payday?
The question is, does he deserve it?
I don't know.
Isn't that the word that they use for Charlo and Benavidez? Does he deserve it?
I mean, he's fought better opposition.
What do you think about Charlo and Canelo?
That's a great fight, bro. But unfortunately, with what Charlo's going through right now, just can't see it happening next. So we've kind of like.
I'm going to be honest with.
Go ahead.
Right. I do want to see that fight. Obviously, that's a fight that should have been done a long time ago. They were both in the same weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
But now at 168, I don't want to. I just don't want. I wanted Charlo to basically at least get one fight in. Get acclimated to the weight, because I don't want no excuses after Canelo beats his ass. You know what I mean?
And I think that will happen. I think that will happen.
Yeah, the excuses are gonna come regardless.
I think that will happen. And somebody in the chat just commented, and I'm sorry for forgetting, but Chris Eubank to me would be a more attractive fight for Canelo
than Ryder.
Yeah,
but Eddie can't offer Eubank. Ryder is Eubank is with Boxer and Sky Sports.
He's with Boxer, so
it would have to come down to Boxer making that offer.
But
who do you guys think will?
Go ahead.
Who do you guys think will give Canelo his toughest fight?
Tyson Fury,
Bivol. Tyson Fury.
No, I think Beterbiev. I think Beterbiev gives him the toughest fight out of the names that
physically, right? Because he's just.
Yeah, he's strong, but let's keep in mind, Beterbiev has been down. So
multiple times.
So
by lesser men than Canelito.
I'm trying
I don't know, man. I think Plant was the last guy that I thought could outbox Canelo, but as you can see, man, Canelo has grown. He has become a better boxer. And you guys watch this. The later when Plant, because Plant's gonna beat these other guys. I think Plant can beat Charlo and all these other guys, and when he does, it's just going to make that win a lot bigger for Canelo in the future. Because people are really, because that guy is really skilled, Plant. I'm talking about Plant. He really is. He's really skilled, and he can punch, man. He's not a soft puncher like people say he is, And I think that was his biggest win. And it's going to show in the future once Plant starts beating these other guys.
No, absolutely. I agree. I agree.
Right now,
100% with your statement.
As of right now, I think Bivol might give him a hard time because of his boxing skill and because he knows how to control distance or judge distance per se. I don't think he's a hard puncher, but I think he's a thinker in there. So I think that's going to give Canelo a hard time. Also, he knows how to. He's going to know how to use his height and reach. So those things are going to come into play, I believe, and I think that's going to be a hard fight for Canelo, but I think Canelo's going to break him down. I think this guy's 2 seasoned already, and I think he has a high ring IQ, man. I think he's just going to break everyone down and beat him, to be honest. I don't see no one beating him.
Hector, got to get to some other calls, man, but thank you for calling in. Looks like we just got a wave of callers. We're going out to Big Fish, Davidian, in Buffalo
hey, what's
Falls. What's up, brother? I was gonna hit you with your intro. You know that's my favorite intro of 2022, bro. You gotta let me find that and play it.
I'm healthy, strong, and about to knock Earl Spence out in Jesus' name. I'm bringing the whole church.
SDS promotion.
You win some, you lose some. But you live another day.
I got the whole Christian congregation behind me.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
In Jesus' name.
And we all know God only made one thing perfect, and that's my boxing ring.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What up?
Nah, nothing. Just watching the Super Bowl, listening to y'all talk about boxing. Yeah, I mean, the Danny fight, I don't know. It was close, man. It was really close. I definitely ain't seen no robbery. But I kind of, I'm not mad with the decision as far as John Ryder winning. I might go back and look at it again. But yeah, it was a close fight. Like, I felt like in the early rounds, it was definitely Jacobs, but then in the middle, towards the end, it was Ryder. So it was very close. So, but yeah, it was some good fights on that card. Just the scoring sometimes was a little iffy to me, like the Felix Cash, getting dropped twice and getting a point deducted. Right. Yeah, I'm like, how he still win? But that's boxing. I don't know. That's why I'm no judge. I don't know. It's a little iffy to me, but other than that, it was pretty good though. Yeah.
You excited? Are you excited? Obviously, Sunday starts the week. So today being Sunday, are you excited? It's technically fight week. Amir Khan, Kell Brook, we finally get it.
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah,
Been so long.
Wow, yeah, that fight should have been happened, but yeah, we finally getting it. So yeah, I'm excited for it just to see what happens.
For sure. Hey, champ, who you pulling for in the Super Bowl? I mean, we're watching it here in the studio.
You're watching it.
Cincinnati.
Okay, for sure.
I like Joe.
Jamar Chase.
Yep. That was beautiful pitch and catch that them two had. So I just like Joe. I'm not the biggest fan of Matt Stafford. He's all right. He's a good quarterback, but I don't know. I'm picking Joe. I think Joe can do more.
Yeah.
He can run, so he can move.
He got a swagger to him too, man. It's hard not to like him. He got a swagger to him. You know, the kid is young. And should the Bengals win today, he'd be the first quarterback ever to win a Heisman, a national championship, and a Super Bowl. That shit's crazy.
Ooh, that is crazy. That's what's up.
Yep. So definitely been watching the game here in studio. Ness learning a little bit about football. He's been a bit excited.
I'm super excited to have learned so much about this sport. I'm ready for my next Super Bowl already.
I mean, you know, we here at TBV have made history as well.
First
ever Super Bowl chat, man. They killing my boy Joe Burrow though. The offensive line need to protect better.
I thought they couldn't hit the quarterback anymore.
What? Nah,
I thought the football.
He's holding on. He's holding to his knee. Please don't be hurt.
I thought the football got solved. They couldn't hit each other.
No, it has gotten solved, but not to where the quarterback cannot be touched. No, brother. I'm gonna let you finish up though. If you have anything else.
Nothing really else. Just a good show, and God bless you.
All right, champ. Well, let me get to Oscar in San Antonio. What's up, man? What's up, my friend?
I love that shirt you're wearing, bro.
Oh, shout out to Canelo, man.
Yes, sir. So we're talking about Jermall getting arrested.
A little bit of everything, man. We got a bunch of topics there, but yeah, Jermall getting arrested, whether or not he can still get that fight.
Well, that sucks. I wanted Macabre, but if not, get Jermall, get him out of the way, you know, so people could start making excuses now. But hey, sorry to change the subject, but is Teofimo with Eddie now?
That's the rumor according to Punch Drunk Box, and I haven't seen anything else other than that.
And do you think that's the reason why Ryan left?
I don't know. Again, it was rumored, you know. It hasn't been totally announced or confirmed. So until
it kind of sounds like that, right?
I mean, it sounds more like Ryan wanted more time for himself and he couldn't really get it. But it also sounds to me, it looks like this is just his counter to Canelo, saying that, you know, he's got a lot of talent, but he's not really using it. He should be fighting more. You know, so he's probably upset that they took a stance against him as a stablemate. Maybe he wanted them to keep those secrets.
Oh, how they put him on the spot, basically. I hear what you're saying. No, but what else are we talking about?
Obviously, the Daniel Jacobs-John Ryder fight. We have the Deontay Wilder want to take ayahuasca to decide whether or not he's going to continue. Devin Haney Kambosos saga. Chris Colbert gets his replacement. Bob says Dillian has until the 19th to sign. And Avanesyan fighting someone we never heard of.
Nah, none of that.
All right.
We're good then. Shout out to my sanitation engineers out there.
Let's
have a good night.
Appreciate you, brother. Let me get on to
before you get to another caller. We do have two super chats from James Benitez.
Let's go.
The first one says the rebirth of Eubank Jr. shows you he's a much slicker and probably better fighter now than Andrade and Charlo.
I agree. Eubank looking like this generation's Roy Jones Jr. these days.
He goes on to say Plant versus Charlo needs to happen ASAP.
Plant versus Charlo?
That was the first super chat. He then goes on with the second super chat that says the new caller there, he sure knows what his boxing. Plant is no soft touch, and Canelo best win 3 years from now. Charlo loses, Benavidez loses, Andrade loses bad. Can you do me a favor and play my Plant intro?
Your Plant intro. I mean, I hope that's not an old one because I don't got the old one. I only got your new intro. And that ain't it.
Man, that's like an art.
I don't have your Plant intro, but you know what we could do for the Plant fans is
all of you who tell me what I can't do and blah 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 bullshit. A lot of you live believable lives, and you've accomplished believable things.
Brandon Lenz says it ain't cool that the Rams couldn't pay the Bengals step aside to play the Texans for the trophy instead.
I mean, the Texans fucking suck. Why would they want to?
Because that's what happens in boxing. He's doing a sarcastic joke. He's like, dudes pay step aside to fight other dudes.
Midwest Boxing with the super chat says Keith T. I'm assuming he means Thurman. Keith T. Say Canelo cherry picking. Ask him why, Ness.
Keith T. Who's that?
I mean, only Keith T. I
don't know who gonna say Canelo cherry picking, man. People that saying Canelo cherry picking, we need to see your resume. Pick a day. We could go through it any day. Let us know. And if yours is up there, then you have the right. But I think people whose resumes suck, they don't have the right to talk. And I'm not saying Keith suck. I'm just saying in general, like, dudes need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what are you really doing? What are you really doing? But that is that. Let me get you some more callers here. Who we got? Matt Bent, Kansas City. What up?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
All right. Yo, does someone belongs to Keith Thurman? Caleb Plant just changed his name to Caleb Ortiz because he's a quitter.
Oh, shit. Caleb Ortiz.
Like Victor. He's Victor's brother.
Yeah.
And Charlo would beat his ass because when Charlo punch him in the face, he's going to quit. He's going to start having a conversation. Ain't that bad, right? I ain't that bad. Sucker. Felix Stash should have lost that fight. There's no way in a fight, a 10-round fight. You get dropped after 10 rounds, so you need 2 more rounds to make it even. Get dropped again. You needed 2 more rounds to make that even, and a point deducted. The only way he could have came out without a loss was with a draw. But nobody's saying anything. Politics of boxing, and he won by UD. Not enough rounds for him to get a UD. 10-round fight, lost 5 points. Anyway, I hope that Deontay Wilder go on his trek and come back and knock out Anthony Joshua. Yo, enjoying the show. That's my call.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
He actually would have needed to win 7 rounds to win the fight, you know.
And you're talking cash?
Right, because...
Yes, so there was not enough rounds.
No.
Not enough rounds in the fight.
There is enough rounds. He had to win 7 rounds to win by 1 point. Had he
didn't win, no. It's only 10 rounds.
I understand that, and what I'm saying is
he got dropped in the first round.
That's great.
That's a 10-8 round.
That's great.
For him to make that even, he got a 10-9. That's 1 point. 10-9. That's 2 rounds he has to win to even up to that 10-8 round. Right?
No.
He got dropped.
If he wins 7 rounds in that fight, if he wins 7 rounds in that fight, 7 rounds to 3, right? That would be a 95.
It's not 7 rounds to 3. It's not 7. It's a 10-8 round. It's a 10-month system. 10-9, you're up by 1 point. 10-8, the guy goes up by 2 points. He came back in the second round, got a 10-9 round. That's 1 point. The other guy is still up 1 point.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be. Look, if he wins 7 rounds to 3, if he wins 7 rounds to 3, if he wins 7 rounds to 3,
my man,
that
it's
is
just math.
Right, and I'm teaching you some math. If he rounds, I understand how boxing works. I know it's a 10-point must system. What I'm saying is, all he had to do was win 7 rounds, because 7 rounds won in a 10-round fight with no point deductions is a 97-93 scorecard. Now take 3 points away from the 97.
He did have a point deduction. He got dropped twice. That's a 10-8 round, and he had a point deduction. He had a 7-10 round and a 10-8 round.
Mm-hmm.
He lost 3 points. He lost 2 points when he got dropped. He got dropped for the second time, and in the same round, they deducted a point. So that was a 10-7 round. How the hell are we going to win? It's not.
Right. I mean, I just told you how he would have won, but I appreciate the call. Thank you for calling in. You watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, and even at the end, like, man, I thought we would have had the draw. But we got a UD. I'm like, it was a fucking draw. If you do the math.
Well, all right, Kansas City, Mad Bent 100. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. We're going out to
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
And it's not going the distance. Either he'll wave the white flag or I'll wave it for him.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
A lot of you live believable lives.
It's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that.
Matter of fact, when I smacked his brother in this gym right here, he didn't do anything. All he did was stand there like a big fat pussy.
In your mind, how does that fight go?
With me getting my hand raised.
SDS Promotions.
Shout out James Benitez, one of our most loyal listeners, obviously always partaking in all the shows. We got what looks like it is King Born.
Brooklyn Zoo is coming through your town. Let's get to it.
When you see old dirty bastards in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your...
I love my TVV, comrades.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listen, man. What? Goddamn spider crime, goddamn South Shane. That's all I need, and I'm good.
SDS Promotions.
Oh, I forgot to unmute. What up, bruv?
Yo, listen, man. Listen. Love my TVV, comrades. Love my TVV.
George, can you turn that channel up a little bit?
Yo. Let's get to it. Listen, man. Let me tell you about this goddamn Danny Jacobs, right? He was beating him down with the Orthodox style, right? Then he went to the Southpaw, was getting tagged. And let me tell y'all something, 115, 113, 115, 113, the other shit went to John Ryder. You whore, man, right? But let me tell y'all something. Homeboy lived 2 blocks away from the goddamn arena where he was at. Every time he caught Danny for goddamn body shot, yeah. Fuck all that, man. Like I said, the dude was diesel, short, like Adam in, you know what I mean? And Danny looked at kind of drained, man, like 163, dog. You know what I mean? He was catching them with that nice shit with the jab and all that. Switch him up, fix him up with the feet. But here's the bullshit, right? No power. Yo, let me tell y'all something about Felix Cash, man. How the fuck you get knocked down twice, do some wrestling, Jake the Snake Robin shit, DDT the man, and still win the fight? That's that Eddie Hearn shit, y'all. You're not winning no fight if you go to the UK and he got and Felix Cash was undefeated. You heard? Listen, let's get back to Keith Thurman. I'm gonna throw this hot package in the street for everybody. Listen, fuck it. I said it. I got Tank knocking out Thurman, and on some funny guy shit, I got Tank beating everybody from 130 to 160. Now, here's the fights that we need. Switch them up, fix them up, presto, change them. Give me Johnny Rice versus the real big baby, you know, son of Ohio, You know what I mean? Jerry here. This is Jermall here, people. I'm telling y'all that's a good fight. Telling y'all it's a good fight. And I'm going to tell you what Keith Thurman going to do, right? I think I got old guys beating the big fish. All y'all big fish guys on that goddamn Harold Spitz shit. All y'all fake Aquaman. All y'all guys from the trench in the Aqua movie and shit. A big fish is easy to kill. Remember that. You got to poison it or pour carbon dioxide in the morning. The motherfuckers going to be floating belly up. So that's what Big Fish Vega, Big Fish JP, Big Fish JT, all the JT dudes, right? Let me tell y'all something, man. All guys is beating Arum. Hands down that shit. And I'm going to get to 2 more fights. I got beef for Stainless. I'm riding on the whole Big Fish community and the whole shit. Listen, I got Lubin taking, no, I got my man, Spider Crab, taking Lubin head clean off. I got Silly Shane, Xiao Shane, the Mongolian warrior going all out and knocking Philip Kirkovich the fuck out. We didn't give a fuck about Tony Yoka, but we gonna care about the Mongolian man, Xiao Shane. That's my thing, yo, Ness, man. Get us on Skype, man. Don't diss us, Ness. Hey, yo.
They on Skype.
Khan is going to be Kell Brook. Amir Khan is going to be Kell Brook, y'all. Watch that shit, because you can say what you want about Kell Brook. Yeah, he training. He nice. But we know Amir Khan got the nice boxing skills. He put Porter out, all the whole shit. If Amir Khan just got to just not get hit in the jaw. If Amir Khan get hit in the arm, shoulders, he's going to beat him. Don't get hit in the jaw, yo. You can't get it. You can't get a jaw transplant. And to my live chat, I'm back. Earthquake, everybody. I know everybody bugging where the fuck King Warren been at. Hey, yo, let me tell you something real quick, Ness. And this is a social commentary. I'm tired of this pushing P bullshit. You know what I mean? Fuck that raggedy, faggoty, pushing P shit. If you was going to do the boxing thing, if you're going to do the border war, shout out to the border wars, I heard it's going to be a kind of Mawat. You know what I mean? That's 10 miles away from Watertown. That's, you know, I heard King told me. Listen, this is what y'all do. Y'all tired of that pushing P shit. All you got to do is lose your mind for 5 minutes, see somebody, mush them, they call him mush them Kirky. Mush them Kirky.
Yo, what is you talking about, Born? I'm going to get to some other callers, man. Born be going off the rails, bro. Let me get to New York City.
Go ahead.
Listen, Vegas don't know nothing. The Ryder don't know nothing. Only I know everything.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
Oh, what a big shot by Lopez. I told everybody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What he done to the boxing world to be #1 in the junior weight division?
SDS Promotions.
Yo.
What up?
I told everybody. Hey, yo, first off, ringside Danny, man. Yo, big shout out to you, bro. I listened to the show and everything, and you actually sound like you know some history. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And you got my boy Nestor Gibbs over there watching football. Nestor Gibbs thought that O.J. Simpson was a basketball player. Now he's watching Big shout out to ringside Ringwalk Danny, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Ringside
Ringwalk Danny. No doubt. Yo, breaking news. You forgot one part of the breaking news, Ness.
What's that?
Ryan Garcia got the boot. Because the former undisputed king Teofimo Lopez is coming over to Eddie Reynoso.
I mean, that's not official though, right?
From a source that I know, it's basically official. He's been invited to the camp. He touched down. He touched down though, because out of all the trainers and stuff, Teofimo and his dad, they really have a good relationship with the Reynosos because they've been real, they've been cool, you know what I mean? So Eddie Reynoso realizes that Ryan Garcia is not serious. So, he's going to work on Teofimo. And my prediction, for by 2024, the top 4 pound-for-pound fighters is going to be Canelo Alvarez still. Crawford's not going to be on that list because Jerron Boots Ennis is going to take all of them out. That's number 2. Number 3 is going to be Too Sharp Shakur Stevenson because he's going to unify at 130 and 135. And then number 4 is going to be the get back, Teofimo Lopez, because by that time he's going to be undisputed at 140. That's my prediction for 2024. As for Danny Jacobs and John Ryder, I think John Ryder's a good fight for Demetrius Andrade. That's what they need to make happen. They need to make John Ryder versus Demetrius
Andrade. Yeah, that is a good fight for Demetrius, but it's more along the lines of what he's been getting. You know, it's not a sexy name. It's not a name that's going to attract anybody, you know. And the sad part is that because Ryder got that win, he'll probably be one of the biggest names on Andrade's resume.
So John Ryder got a bigger win than any win on John Ryder or Charlo's or Benavidez's resume. How you like those apples? And they both on the zone.
We were talking about that, bro. We was talking about that. You know, it's a big win.
You know what's fucked up though? Boxing right now is like wrestling back in the 80s when you had Hulk Hogan in WWF and Ric Flair in NWA. You know those fights, when those matches would never happen. Charlo and Benavidez is never gonna happen. That's a damn shame. So let's see Ryder fight Andrade. I still hope that Charlo gets the Canelo fight. And then hopefully during that time,
think Canelo and Eddie still choose him, even though, you know, we were hearing the news that he was arrested? You think that that's bad publicity? They won't go that route, or they'll still go that route?
If it was me, I would go that route. I think Charlo's the biggest fight, popularity-wise and money-wise, out of everybody on the table. And from what I heard, Charlo's situation might be acquitted real soon. God, well, I hope it does, man. I heard something like that it's not that serious. And I saw another channel, but I don't really believe that other channel too much because that channel be putting a lot of clickbait. But I was scrolling through and the channel made it seem like Reynoso and them was going to pick Charlo. But then again, that's not something that I would recommend for you to watch because I don't think they're reputable. You watch them, though. I know you do, but I don't think they're reputable, though, because they always do clickbait. But I hope that Canelo does choose Canelo because that's the biggest fight. And he got to silence the critics. They keep talking about that Canelo's ducking the black fighters. The only 2 black fighters out there on that level to fight him is Charlo and Andrade. Andrade ain't going to fight him unless Andrade jump through a hoop. But Charlo can get that fight. He just got to.
Let's hope he still can get it, though. That's what's in question. Can he still get it? Will they still go with him, even though he's dealing with this issue? Because you know, there's no possibility that he can show up because you know what's going on.
So believe it or not, I wouldn't mind the Triple G fight. My thing with Canelo is that I don't want him to move up in weight and then he got to go back down. He got to handle 168. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, his legacy at the end of the day, even though he's done it, a shame because he's the only one that's doing things. But at the end of the day, the naysayers are going to say that he ducked Andrade. They're going to say he ducked Charlo. And they're going to say that he ducked this. He got to stay there. He don't got to fight all of them. At least fight Charlo and let Benavidez fight Andrade. You know what I mean? But I think he should fight, get Triple G out the way. That's what it takes. And let Charlo fight Benavidez. That'll be the wise move. Don't sign to a 2-fight deal with the zone. Get that Triple G fight because they signed Triple G hoping to get a Canelo fight, and they let Triple G fight anybody. Meanwhile, Canelo's getting put through the ringer, even though he's beating everybody, but he's fighting the real tough fights. And Triple G fought nobodies, man. I think Canelo, I'll give him a pass. Let him fight Triple G and let Charlo fight Benavidez so the winner of that could fight Canelo, and that could be a super fight because 2 years ago, Canelo versus Charlo was a super fight, but Canelo separated himself so much that those fights are no longer super fights. And you know what I mean by super fights? People that got established resumes. Those guys don't got no resumes. Let Charlo fight, let Charlo fight Benavidez if Canelo chooses to fight Triple G. Let Canelo take those guys out, and then he can move to 175 and fight Bivol and them other guys over there, man.
Well, all righty then, my friend. Thank you for calling in.
We got another super chat from James Benitez. He says, Ringwalk Danny, I'm glad you good at math, just like I know my boxing. Plant done unbelievable things. Has Charlo done anything unbelievable since 2017?
Ringing the alarm for James Benitez with another super chat. Obviously, we appreciate the support. Looks like we got more callers on the line. And this is who exactly out of the New Orleans area? Is it New Orleans? I don't know. That's not New Orleans. That's Oregon. Oregon with love. Javi in Oregon. What up?
What up, man? Fucking, let me tell you something about Ryan and Joe Goosen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Goosen came, well, this is what I imagine. Joe Goosen was like, hey, look, man, you don't get along and talk in Spanish, whatever, because he doesn't, dude. I don't think he could take instructions in Spanish in the corner, you know? So that's a problem, man, in big fights. But also, what Eddie Reynoso trains is a lot of power shots, you know, the zap at the end of the shot. And I've seen Ryan progress through that. He used to thud a lot of his shots. But with that, those shots Canelo does and he gets topped by Eddie, that's how he dropped Campbell, you know, stretched out, zaps him at the end with the hand, you know. And he just came up on Eddie Reynoso's tactics and he moved on. And you know what? Joe Goosen was like, hey, man, you learned what you had to learn, and now you're here, you know. So I think it was a good move because Ryan knows himself. He don't talk Spanish like that, man, and that's a problem, you know. So, yeah, man, that's my call.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. Looks like we got Mr. PBC on Skype. What is up?
Level Premier Boxing Champions presents
Mr. PBC, baby.
Anybody think they see some flaws in my game? Call out.
Hey, Buzz, stop crying, nigga. Join the team.
Al Heyman is a blessing to the sport of boxing.
The sun is shining, the checks stay signing.
Fuck Top Rank. Good job, Al Heyman.
Last time I checked, unification's Trump mandatory.
Because Al Heyman and PBC offered me something bigger.
Show me the money.
I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby.
SDS Promotions.
PBC, baby. Yo, what it do?
What up?
Yeah, man. What's good? Man, the fights was beautiful to me. Felix Cash was good, but he kept on, you know, forgetting shit, so he got caught, you know, with a few punches. But I had him winning, even though it kind of looked like a draw. The main event, Danny Jacobs, he got what he deserves, you know. He got the win over Gabe. They were like, fuck it, we can't give it to you again. You know, Ryder came through as a G, man. I'm going to keep it real. The way he was catching Danny in the head, I mean, it looked like he didn't have the gloves on him sometimes. Looked like it was a straight-up knuckle to face.
Especially with that left uppercut, man. Ryder landed a lot of those beautiful left uppercuts.
Beautiful. I'm talking like, it sounded like you can hear it, too. Like the skin-on-skin contact, but it was...
Well, you know, we watched it in silence as we did a live fight chat from the studio, but I might have to go back to see.
Man, you got to go back and see, bro, because the way he was catching him, I'm like, oh, shit. And then, you know, you can see John Ryder's like, he's too tired to really, like, shark Danny, and Danny's too skilled to really, like, because he was leaning on him without touching him and shit. It was some crazy stuff, but John Ryder did his thing, man. Real talk. I give my props to John Ryder.
How would you feel about Ryder and Canelo in the UK?
Nah. I want to see John Ryder versus Demetrius Andrade.
Damn, I don't know. Setting him up. Let that man get a payday. Why you setting him up?
Nah. He can still get a payday. He ain't never had it like this right now. You know, Caleb Smith is real pissed. But I think I want to see John Ryder versus Demetrius Andrade, Chris Eubanks if he ever moves up. Or there's another, David Benavidez. Or I don't know about Caleb Plant because he might. I don't know. I don't want to see him get hurt. You know, he gonna be asking like, I'm pretty good for up north white boy.
Oh man,
why are you taking shots at Caleb, man?
But hold on. I was thinking this before I called in. Canelo never really wobbled Danny like that.
Mm-hmm.
You think
Danny
Ryder
who? Danny who? Jacobs?
Yeah,
Danny
he said when Canelo fought Danny at 160 that he didn't hurt him, but Ryder, he's saying Ryder hurt him.
I
mean, styles make fights, man. Styles make fights.
Man, say it.
Jacobs stood in that southpaw stance for so long for no reason.
Ryder
we don't know.
Ryder came at Jacobs more than Canelo did. Canelo was trying to chase that dude around. It was like a bull versus a maverick. Whatever you call that Matador or some shit.
Matador,
yeah. But I want Bivol too. I think Bivol gonna put that seasoning that Canelo's always been needed, you know, to make that good old gumbo. That ghetto gumbo.
My man is holding like a motherfucker. Did they call that shit?
Yeah, they called the flag on that.
Damn, my man was
What,
holding.
you watching football? You watching football, Ness?
This guy got this shit, bro. If you seen the size of this
Ness.
TV he got in the studio, bro.
Ness, you're gonna be watching UFC. You're gonna be watching football. You're gonna be an all-around sports. It's gonna be the sport. It's gonna be the sports voice.
I don't do that, man. I don't do that.
But yeah, man, that's my call. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Hopefully he gets back in the ring, gets psychedelically ready.
He getting them psychedelics, baby.
Damn, I wish I could listen to this shit right now.
Why?
Cause
ain't nothing special. Ain't nothing special happening.
I know our game is a little bit behind. Cooper Kupp just caught a touchdown. Flag came out, so I don't know. We got it on silence. Obviously, we can't let YouTube flag us. So
ain't nothing special happening, man.
So right now, on my TV, the Bengals still up, but like I said, the Rams just caught a touchdown. Cooper Kupp just caught a touchdown. So I'm trying to see what the flag is. Oh, snap. Is it pass interference on Kupp? Holding on the offense. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. So penalties offset. So no touchdown? George, no touchdown? Oh, my goodness.
Well, we got AMG Oklahoma. What is up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Danny?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, man, just my 2 cents on some of the topics. I don't think Ryan could take the heat, so he just, got out the kitchen. In terms of Tio, I mean, I'm still holding out hope because I think Virgil's a really good fit. I know he ain't with him right now, and he's with Robles, but I don't know. Maybe down the line they can get together. The reason I don't really like the Tio move for the Reynoso gym.
Mm-hmm.
I see Tio's dad getting in the way. Like he's so loud and like wants to be in the mix. I feel like if
we
they have
told everybody.
Yeah, man. If they have like a bad sparring or some shit, he's gonna start talking shit. I don't see that meshing well at all. Because if you notice, like compared to Robert's gym, Robert has all kinds of help. Have you noticed that Eddie's busy as fuck, but he don't really got anybody to like just hand people off to?
Nah. Eddie definitely got people. Eddie definitely. I can't. They got this guy in there. He used to be a pro fighter. He's
to the point that he like will completely kind of let somebody else take over though. I don't see that. I mean, I haven't seen any footage of it, at least.
Yeah, see, because Eddie doesn't really have a lot of fighters in his gym. He got a couple young fighters that don't really deal with him. He definitely has help in there. But, I mean, the size of Robert's gym and the size of Eddie's gym is night and day.
That makes sense. Yeah, Robert does have a lot of fighters.
So that's why there's been times, like with the Virgil and Joshua Franco situation, they had to split up. You work this fight, I work this one because, he has so many fighters to the point where you'd have people fighting on the same day on different cards. So, I don't know. I definitely agree with the possibility of T.O. Sr. getting in the way should the rumor be true that T.O.'s now training with Reynoso. You know, it's all speculation.
So that's the reason I don't like that. But then another topic is with Charlo. I mean, that's still the fight that I want too. Honestly, just want it just for TVB. I think it's good for our community in general. It's just a hype fight. But yeah, man, Charlo, what can we do? You can't get right. So fuck. Yeah, whoever it is, if it's Bevo, I'm cool with that. If it's Triple G, I don't like it. But hopefully he knocks his ass out because Triple G's just been coasting ever since those Canelo fights. So that's what he deserves, just to get knocked out. But that's my call.
Well, all right.
Cooper Kupp with a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. LA takes the lead. Minute 30 left in the game.
Again?
Yeah.
Damn, so it's back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
Flippity flop flop. Looking like Majid, Ohio. What is up? No Majid. Oh, what's up, brother?
Yo. Not much. Everybody like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I just was on Skype, so I don't even know the topic. But yeah, I like the way that John Ryder had, whatever his name is, he fought that fight because you had Jacobs trying to do all that clinching shit, but you could see by Ryder's his stockiness, you know. Jacobs was too little, you know, and he lost that fight, man, in my book or whatever. It was like on the inside, he kept getting clipped with all those short shots. Them uppercuts, you know, looked like he was gassed from like round 5 up, you know, in my opinion, you know. And, yeah, man, other than that, it being an eliminator, you know, now John Ryder's in those sweepstakes for that Canelo fight. So it is what it is. Business is business. You know, he just opened up an option for himself. And that's all I got, man.
All right. That Sony in Cincinnati, what's up? Are you avail? Sony. 1 time, 2 times. All right. Well, that looks like everybody. And that's GTO. Instagram and Twitter.
Ringwalk Danny. Instagram and Twitter.
Catch us on the next one.
Tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Peace.